All right, everyone. I'm here. I think I'm here. Yet again, the gremlins have struck. Yes, technical difficulties right down to the last. Well, I was actually a little late there, I suppose. Blame the gremlins, blame the demons. Holy smokes. So let's check out who we got here so far. We've got Brother Legatus in the house. Hail, hail to the great Legatus Legion Eye. Hey, saluting back to you, my friend. Saluting back. Holy smokes, we got Sci-Fi Mombi. Sci-Fi Mombi in the chat. Welcome, Sci-Fi Mombi. Tippy Tail McKitty. Holy cow. He says, whoa, let's go. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. This here internet thing, I swear to God, it doesn't seem to matter whether it's StreamYard, Restream, stream this, stream that. They don't want me going live, I don't think, but I'm here, God darn it. And I'm trying to cut down on the cursing too as well. Legatus is saying, hey, to Sci-Fi Mombi. Hey. Hold on. Tin Hut. The Sarge is in the house. Hail to you, my brother. Hail to you, man. The Sarge in the Fet Force Army. Hail. All right, before I go too much further and rant and rave and this and that and the other thing, let's bring in my partner in crime. You know him. You love him. Hit that beautiful Fez footage.
Ladies and gentlemen, and the millions watching around the world, let me introduce to you the genius of genealogy, the guru of guitar, John Fez Wendo.
Brother John, before we get into it, let's just take one moment to observe the life and the legacy of one Terence Stamp.
Yes. Great actor.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for indulging me in that for a few minutes there. I'll tell you what, Terence is another one of those actors that I don't know a great deal about the entire body of his work, but man, he's my General Zod, let me tell you. He is totally my General Zod. I mean, he made such an impression on me with that role that he's become a big part of my life, whether he wanted to or not. So we'll talk about him a little more in a minute. I'm going to kind of plan for tonight. I actually have somewhat of a plan, even though the internet is working against me. Yeah. Unreal, right? Yeah. I'm thinking, so we'll talk a little bit about Terence Stamp. We'll do like some other things in the middle, and then we'll end talking about Superman. And by Superman, I mean anything. Anyone in the chat wants to contribute or whatever, it doesn't matter. Animation, movies, whatever. Comic books, whatever. Whatever floats your boat about Superman, we'll discuss. I'm more of a movie guy. I've talked on many occasions on how I'm not a big comic plan. I was looking at Legatus' comment there. He's surprised that I have a plan. So I'm not a big comic book guy, so I don't know much about the comic books. But movies, I do. I know some things about the movies, and we'll talk about that in a minute. So, Brother
Yep.
John,
Yes,
Brother
sir.
John, how in the heck? See that? I said
Yes.
heck. How in the heck was your
Ooh.
week? This is the
Not-
PG Fed. Let me know if you guys like it, or should I go back to the? Anyway, go ahead, John. How was your week?
Not too terrible. One of the good things was, last night we talked about I beheaded a snake that was killing a mouse next to my desk.
Yes, you sure did.
Turned out to be a harmless rat snake, but up here in the sticks, I don't know the snakes, so I don't take chances. And
I don't blame you.
I had a chisel and my mallet right there, so just, and
I got to be honest. When you sent me the picture, I was terrified because I was hoping that the color temperatures on your phone weren't off, because those spots look like a copperhead to me.
Exactly.
But unfortunately, the rest of it was gray. So I was, like I said, I was just praying to God your phone took an accurate picture. So
yeah, it turned out to be a juvenile rat snake. But again, I've never seen a juvenile rat snake. But copperheads, oh yeah, I've seen lots of those. And it looked very much like one. So, rather than take the chance, it's gone. I have dispatched it, co-signed its exit visa into the other life. And then today, I got
Fez,
two
the
of
great
these.
snake slayer.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I had to throw that out there.
Dragon Slayer. But I got two of these number 78 Stanley rebate planes. These are very old. And the last one I saw at an antique store was about 3-4 months ago for $67. I got two for $5. And
look at you wheeling dealing.
oh yeah, have to. Got to make money somehow.
I should do it
This,
nowadays.
this one I'm keeping to use. But no, I turns out the guy who owned the antique shop was in Nicholson Fire Company with me, so yay there. And I got a grinder base and another really good oil stone for a total of $9. So I'm pretty happy. And
Very
I've
cool.
still got money left to get me through to Tuesday. So
Nice.
yay!
Tippy Tail says here, rattlesnakes in Wisconsin aren't very poisonous. People rarely die from a bite. Well, I won't want to find out, because you know what?
Yeah.
You guys know. I think you guys know how my luck is by now. I would be one of the rarely. Of the rarely, for sure.
Yeah.
And going back to Legatus here. Yes, a plan. You know what? I think it came from the A-Team episode. Discussing the A-Team, watching some clips of the A-Team throughout the last couple of weeks. You know what Hannibal said. He said, but when the plan comes together. So yes, I'm going to try to have a plan from now on. Can't guarantee anything, but
Yep. So there's that. And
the story says, so sad, killed it in Superman 2. Talking about Terence Stamp, General Zod. Absolutely.
Yep.
We'll be discussing that later.
Yep. Tippy Tail McKitty. Oh God, nice. Hi there. Oh,
The sergeant says, I'd be happy not to test that theory. That makes two of us. That makes two of us right there.
Yep.
So, okay. I don't have much to talk about as far as the week goes. It was a week. It was a week.
Yeah.
I worked. I slept a little here and there. And honestly, as far as putting out videos and stuff this week, I kind of slacked. I really didn't have anything to really that inspired me or whatever until yesterday. Mark Hamill. Whenever Mark Hamill does something, of course I have to John, I'm doing it again. What the hell goes on with this? Stop that. Anyway, so
you sure you're not partially Italian?
I don't know. See, yeah, they talk with their hands, but I'm kind of like disco dancing here. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this.
You know how to keep an old Italian quiet.
How?
Give him two watermelons. Give him two watermelons.
I'm gonna have to. I guess
his hands so he can't talk.
Exactly. Well, see, I can talk. I don't do this in normal life. That's the kicker. I guess when I'm making my notes from now on, and yes, Legatus, I do actually. I tend to usually have somewhat of a plan. At least I make notes of things I want to go over or whatever. I guess at the very start, I'm going to have to put up there, don't point. No pointing. No pointing allowed. Holy smokes, we
Yeah.
got Jason Love in the house.
Awesome. Hello there.
Absolutely. He says, "Hail fit for hire. Why do you say these things to me when you know I will kill you for it?" Good man.
That's
He knows.
one
He
of
knows.
one of the best lines ever.
It is. Oh, there are a couple classic ones on it. Kneel before Zod. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he says, "Oh God," and Terence says, "It's
Zod.
Zod."
Yeah. Just the way he carried it, man. The arrogance, right?
Yeah,
Nobody could duplicate it.
yeah.
Legata says over 1,000 issues in Action Comics, over 1,000 issues in Superman self-titled comics.
Mhm.
And Helly Woke can't get a good Superman story. I know. I still have yet. Disclaimer right off the bat. I still have not seen the new Superman movie. I work with a guy. Okay, he's kind of like me when it comes to comics. He's more of a movie guy. He loves the old Superman movies and all. Well, he went to see this new Superman thing this week, and first thing he said to me when he came up to me is, "Man, I saw that new Superman. It sucked." So.
Mhm.
And like I said last week, seeing the clips that are leaking out and everything like that, I'm not liking what I'm seeing. I really don't. Like, again, this guy, okay, maybe he's a decent actor and stuff, but he still looks like a bad cosplayer to me. He doesn't look like Superman. The suit is hanging off of him. The hair, again, I know Henry's hair he didn't have the little curl and everything, but I don't know. Something about this guy. He just looks, he looks like he rolled out of bed and grabbed somebody's Superman costume that didn't fit properly. Didn't bother combing his hair, You think he's going to save the day. He'd want to look a little more dapper, you know what I mean? And at least run a comb through his hair or something. But I don't know. This guy's just not for me. Whoa! Stand by. Hold on, man. We got the lovely Sherry is here.
Lovely to see you.
Hello. Nice to see you. And that's not all. My buddy, man. My Twitter buddy, KR Companion, is here. He says sometimes in a heated moment, it's forgivable to kneel before Zod. Absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Great to see you.
Absolutely. Superman refers to himself as punk rock. Is that in a new one? I don't know. I saw the clip.
Must be.
I think I mentioned it last week. I saw a clip where Lex Luthor in this new movie calls Superman an alien piece of shit. Okay. Again, I don't mind cursing, but not in my Superman movie. Not in Superman. Keep it out of my Superman.
Yeah.
Wait. Lex Luthor, ruler of Australia. Absolutely.
Yeah.
He had some classic stuff in especially Superman 2 that I'll probably hit on then. But Jason Love said his super suit was made by his mom. Okay, I guess maybe I should have saw it. If it was lovingly, manufactured by mom, I guess that's okay. But I don't know. I'm still maybe like when I can view it for free or something, I'll watch it. But it's really not moving me to. Okay, for the 1,000th time, I don't like James Gunn. I don't like James Gunn. If I haven't made that clear enough, I don't like James Gunn. I don't want to support James Gunn if I don't have to, even if it is Superman, my favorite superhero of all time. I don't. Again, Guardians of the Galaxy 1 was pretty good. I do like that. The other two kind of blew, but whatever. I just got a notification asked me if I wanted to hide a message for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got a bad word. See, Restream don't know me. I don't mind bad words. KR says Superman gets his ass kicked. See that, Restream? I don't have to hide it. I said it. He gets his ass kicked through 90% of the movie. In my opinion, the movie is success because of the casting, in spite of James Gunn's lackluster script. Okay, so the acting is good. Okay. Well, I mean, this KR knows what he's talking about. So there's that. But I mean, if there's not a great script, if there's not a great story, I mean, what's the point? Kylo just hopped up on my desk here.
Hello, Kylo.
Yeah. Lombardi, 1969 in the chat.
Yes.
Very cool.
And Madman 4 also.
Yeah, I was just going to say, our Madman 4, man. We got some people that either I haven't seen in a while. I don't even know if I've ever seen here. So great to have you all here. Our Madman says, haven't seen any superhero film this year. LOL, too busy making my own story content. Cool. That's my kind of dude right down there. We've been talking. You know what I mean? Since this whole, whatever you want to call it, fandom menace movement, this whole thing, whatever you want to call it, has been underway about creating our own content and this, that, and the other thing. And it warms my heart to see that someone is actually doing it, or still doing it too. Because a lot of people set out to do it.
Lenrod's here.
Lenrod's here. Okay. I didn't get it yet.
Hail there.
Oh, Sandra's here too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Okay. Give me 1 second. I have to perform a cat-ectomy right here because you're probably not seeing it, but right in my face, I have a cat tail here.
Yeah.
So, okay. Now, because I was distracted by him and trying to make sure he didn't press buttons, I'm having enough technical issues on my own. I don't need help by the great and wonderful Kylo. But anyway, hail, the Queen Dolphin, Pod Raid. Hail. Holy hail. I did hit Lombardi, right? I got Lombardi.
Yeah.
Okay, Lenrod. See, I don't know. This is jumping around on me back here. There he is. Lenrod says, hail, Pod Raid. Welcome to the pod. Yep. All right. Let me see. Oh, King Dolphin's here too. Yeah, man. Every time I turn around, somebody new popping in.
Hello, Raymond.
Hail to the king.
Yes.
Okay. Every time it's cool. It's cool because last week, John, it was kind of just me and you, and the chat wasn't really moving. So I kind of got used to that. Now every time I go to click on something, it moves. So that's great, though. That's great. People are here, man. We got 17 people watching right now, so that's pretty good.
Awesome.
So let's see. Sorry if I'm skipping around here, but every time I click on something, it jumps. Okay, Jason Love says, "Hey, Superman, do you have a harem?" Guy Gardner. Yeah. Superman would have a harem, wouldn't he? I mean, the chicks would be all over Superman if he was real too. Yeah. That's why. Okay, see, Batman's cool. I like Batman. I have my moods where I want to watch Batman. But and I get it. A lot of people are kind of grounded in reality with Batman. Batman's more doable. You know, it's more real worldy. But when you're a sci-fi geek like me, you know what I mean? You grew up wanting to be an astronaut, you know, watching Star Wars, you know what I mean? Nothing better than an alien with superpowers here on Earth, you know. And of course you want to be that alien. So Tippy says he shared on X. Cool. Thank you, brother. Thanks
awesome.
a lot. That's very cool of you, you know. Yeah. I just recently started sharing my own I almost said the SHIT word. See that, John? Yeah. I'm catching myself. Yeah. I'm trying. Yeah. I'm trying to be more professional. Yes.
Good job.
Yeah. Anyway, so I just recently started sharing my own stuff, you know, because for the longest time, I got to be honest, it's okay for the new people here. It's a struggle for me. I never wanted to be on YouTube. This was not a thing. I'm not usually a talkative person. Like if you knew me in real life, hold on. I got a bloop. Wait, we got brother Lenrod. Lenrod is here. How's it going, man? Are you there?
Ice cream.
Oh, he's eating ice cream. Very cool, man.
Literally. All this talk of ice cream. I had to get my bucket out of the fridge.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
Okay. So what I was saying was
sandwiches.
Ice cream sandwich. I haven't had one of those in a long time. I saw a thing one time though. I saw a video. I think they're still. You can find them on YouTube where some woman bought Sam's Club, the Walmart brand, ice cream sandwiches. Let one sit out overnight on the countertop. Dude, it never melded. So then the next day she let a couple of them sit out on the table overnight. Never melted. It's not even real ice cream. Like, so I would try to
leave them for a week and there'll be 20 more there because they breed
they
like
multiply?
rabbits.
Yeah, they probably do. Anyway, KR Companion says he's a proud member of the OG Fandom Menace and avid Doomcock supporter. Likewise, my friend. Actually, all of us. That's why we're all here, right? It's one big happy circle, right?
Many of us are pretty OG.
Yeah. A lot of us have been here for a long time. Yeah.
I subbed to Doomcock when he was sub 3,000, I think. Yeah, less than 3,000 subs when I subbed him.
I honestly don't remember. You know, I never even cared about subs or anything like that. I didn't look at those things back in the day. I was a little behind. Like I said, I discovered Doomcock through Ethan Van Sciver. I used to watch. I liked all that stuff, all the Phantom Menace stuff. I used to watch all of it. But you know what I mean. You get your fill, and you kind of pick and choose who's your favorite. And so I used to watch comic artist Pro Secrets all the time. And like I said, he had Doomcock on the one time, and not to rehash an old story, but like I couldn't even focus on what Doomcock was talking about. I'm just looking at the helmet avatar, and it just got kind of like stuck in my head then. And so I just kept thinking about it down the road. And at one point, I'm like, who was that guy? Who was that guy? And anyway, somehow he just came upon as a recommendation on YouTube, and been watching him ever since. Like I said, it's everybody kind of has that Doomcock moment. That moment where you decide, okay, this is my guy. Mine was, like I said, he was doing it. It must have been Friday Night Frolics because he was drinking and doing his thing, and he was talking about Star Wars. It was like a Star Wars lament was the theme, and he actually cried over the condition of Star Wars. So I was like, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool because I took it hard with what they did to Star Wars, and then a couple of weeks later, I caught another one where someone in the chat, regular chat, not a super chat, not anything he had to read, happened to put in a regular chat that their grandfather died, I think it was, and he just stopped the show.
Yeah,
he just like as if it was his own family, you know what I mean? And I was like, that was the moment right there where I decided to start doing what I'm doing, and what I do, and that's what started me doing what I do there, that particular moment.
Yep. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I forgot to go wee-wees.
TMI, John. TMI. What'd Sandra say? Sandra said, I subbed to DC when he was less than 1,000. I think he was just closing in on 500. Very cool. Yeah. Very cool. That was way before me.
Very OG.
Yeah, that was way before me. KR says, McDonald's doesn't use real ice cream in their milkshakes or sundaes either. Learned that in the movie The Founder. I have that movie. I haven't seen it in forever, but I haven't had McDonald's in forever. McDonald's was really my least favorite fast food, right? I tried to stay away from it. The only thing that they ever had that really appealed to me was the Egg McMuffin. Okay. And there was even a time when my mom was still alive where I don't know how she did it, man, but she could make a carbon copy of those. And she used to make them by the dozens and send them over to me. I used to call them Egg McMoms, and they tasted identical. So it was really cool too, because I made this round cookie cutter back in shop class, in metal shop back in the day. And that's what she used to make the eggs. She would put it in this metal cookie cutter that I made. So I thought that was kind of neat.
Yeah. Keeps them, what do you call it? Come on, brain. Think of the word.
Mine is slower than normal today.
Come on, brain. Think of what's the word?
What nation? Urination.
What? Where? When? Yes.
Jason Love wants to know what nation? Urination?
Well, just did that.
Tippy Tail, while we're sharing Doomcock memories, Tippy Tail says, Doomcock sang Danny Boy for my deceased uncle. Doomcock is the man. Yep. Yes, he certainly is. He certainly is. Yeah. It's surprising. Okay, it's probably been about...
Uniform. That's the word.
What was it? Uniform.
Uniform. That's the word I was trying to think of.
See, I hope I'm not wearing off on you. That's how I am. I'm like... But my memory is like, it'll be like, I'll mention something right now, and when the live stream's over, I'll be like, son of a... You know what I mean? There it is.
Yeah.
And I wish I could go back, but...
I've been blasted by a crap ton of bees, so I might be working off the venom yet.
Oh, bee. Ooh.
Yeah, tell him that story, Linrod. And bear in mind, Linrod, he's a musician, so listen carefully.
Yeah, so mowing my lawn, and I came across a family of ground bees living in at the base of a stump in my lawn. Didn't know they were there until I, came near the stump. And then as I turn around, I felt the stinging on my hand, and I'm like, what the heck? And I look at my finger, and there's like 5 bees hitting the same finger at the same time. And then in a fraction of a second later, about 50 more were hitting me everywhere else.
Yep.
It's like, tactical retreat.
Yeah. Guard that fretting hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they hit my left hand, and the last part of me that's the swelling has finally gone down was that initial finger that they hit, because there was like 5 of them in one spot.
Wow.
Like, I'm not allergic to bees, but that's a lot of bee stings.
Yeah.
I'm not allergic to bees. Fortunately, my mom was deathly allergic, but my biggest run-in was on 2 separate occasions was yellow jackets, because those, okay, try not to curse, those abominations, right? They hide in the ground. And both times I got it, I was cutting the grass. And it was bad enough the second time, but the first time when I was pretty young, and this was back before lawnmowers had that bracket like you have to hold, and when you let it go, it shuts it off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? This was an old school
Yeah.
lawnmower. I just kept running. So like I got stung, and I got stung multiple times, like all over, right? And I like ran in the house, and I'm like, you know, that mower just sat out there for the longest time, you know, running. And I guess my mom got a hold of my uncle, and he came over, poured gas in, killed the yellow jackets. He was able to shut the mower off and everything like that. But I'm like, that's how I am though. You know, I for one, like I said, my mom is allergic to bees and everything, and I got stung. I think I can't remember which particular time it was, but the one time it was like 24 stings. Like I got stung like 24 times. I was woozy and all this stuff. But my mind was right away, how am I going to turn that mower off? Dad's going to kill me for running it out of gas. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. I was always like that. You know, I had a couple crashes on bikes in my life. And one time I took out a bike. Okay, here's a story for you. So when I was a really small kid, I liked the movie Hero at Large with John Ritter. Okay. I don't know why. I guess it kind of goes to the superhero thing. I just anything superhero related even was kind of cool to me. And so he wore glasses and a cape and stuff in this thing. These kind of funky, cool superhero glasses. I had this get up that didn't even resemble this costume in any way. I wore like an old poncho of my mom's. I looked like I could be right in the Monkeys or something with this old time poncho. And I had this hat that had like these green goggles in them, built right into the hat. So I put that on. And one day I'm riding my bike, right? And I'm tearing it up. Like I'm flying. His name is Captain Avenger, I think, in the movie. So I'm pretending I'm Captain Avenger. He never rode a bike or anything in this movie, but for some reason I'm Captain Avenger riding this bike. And I'm flying, my poncho's flowing in the wind and everything like that. I never felt more like a superhero in my life. Somebody yelled to me from a porch that I passed by. And when I turned around, right, roll of mailboxes, just took them all out, right?
Oh!
I mean, I was like, so first the embarrassment, okay, kind of hid the hurt. You know, I was so embarrassed. I didn't really feel anything yet. But like my bike, like at one time I had like a mirror on it and everything, pretend it was a motorcycle. The mirror's like hanging and there's pieces of it falling off. I just pick it up and I'm walking back home, and my dad was working on his truck in the front yard. And I'm like, Dad, I just wrecked all the mailboxes down there. Can you like blah, blah, blah. So then, you know, he takes off. I think he's going to fix the mailboxes. And then like I'm still good. I'm okay until he comes back, and he came back awful quick. So I'm like, oh boy. But here, the neighbor that lived by the mailboxes had already started to fix them. So he just came right back home. So I was like, phew. Then once the relief set in that I wasn't in trouble because, you know, even as a little kid, I know like, you know, tampering with mail and things are federal crimes and stuff like this. Even as a little kid, I know this.
Yeah.
So anyway, when I find out like the mailboxes are cool and everything, then I felt it all. You know what I mean? Yeah. Then all the pain set in, and I was like, oh man, the
adrenaline wore off.
Yeah, holy crap. It's some of the the worst thing I ever did was wrecked on a bike, 12 years old. You know, and I was thinking about that too. I'll get to that in a second. But when I was 12 years old, I was riding down to a friend's house. I had a 10-speed with the big wheels. He had a BMX, and we're racing going down the highway. And at one point there was a car coming. And when he came over to get out of the way, his little wheel just took mine out from in front of me, kind of saved it. But then I ended up going over the handlebars. Planted face first into the road. That day, I did it all. Broke my jaw, broke my front tooth, got stitched, had to get stitches in my chin. And the worst part of it was both of us, my friend and I, were kind of huge Wasp fans at the time. And I'm standing there all covered in blood and everything, and he's laughing. I'm like, what are you laughing at? He's like, you look like Blackie Lawless, the singer from Wasp. Anyone remember him? How he used to drink blood from the skull? I'm like, that's a hell of a moment to tell me I look like Blackie Lawless. But so, yeah.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
Well, no, because I don't even have a picture of it. It would have been cool if I had a picture of it, but I only have this story. So, yeah, bikes were never, that's why I've never had a motorcycle, because I did enough damage to myself on a bike. You know, my parents would never get me a motorcycle. I did get a dune buggy down the road.
Yeah.
So at least there was some protection and stuff, but yeah. So, well, my brother had a dirt bike too. He didn't help either because he ended up deciding to like haul ass through a cemetery, and we wiped it over a headstone or something. Like almost killed himself. So
Jeez.
that ruled that. Okay, all right, time
Yeah.
out. This is apparently going to be a thing.
I
this
love
evening. Yeah,
That's how you get the views, though.
yeah, but it's what he keeps doing is coming up and turning around, so that if the camera was just down a hair, you'd be looking at cat ass. That's all you'd be seeing. Would be cat
Again,
ass.
that's how you get the views.
Okay, well, I don't want those views. Those views can stay away. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
anyhow,
Yeah.
I was thinking about that. The 12th, man. The 12th, you know? Since
Yeah.
I was 12 years old when I broke my jaw. It was the 12th of this month, August, when I had my
Mhm.
my brain surgery and stuff. So I don't know, 12. I don't know. I'm kind of leery at 12 now. Well, growing up, I was like, you can't like the number 6 because that's the devil's number, right?
Mhm.
But I don't know. There's a 6 in the number of my birth date. So
Mhm.
I'm going to
Well,
overlook
2
that.
6s.
2 6s or 12. So
Yeah.
there could be something to that. Maybe this 3-6 thing is wrong. At least in my life, 12 seems to be a bad number for me.
Well, it's a multiple of 3, and if you add the
Oh,
digits, of
hold
12,
on.
2 and 1 is
Oh.
3.
Hey, I want to give a big shout out to Casey's Creepy Creations, man. Hey, how's it doing? How you doing, man? It's a long
People.
time no see. Like, I'll see it as I'm constantly listening to like Stark of Iron and stuff like that, and I'll see you on those streams, so I know you're kind of okay. But man, it's nice to see you here and know that you're all right, buddy. Because yeah, we definitely
Yeah.
missed you. Oh, speaking of somebody else too, and the first
Cool.
person that was here, this guy, our brother FKHC 2005, man. I didn't even get the stream set up right yet. I'm setting up the stream earlier today, and like I swear I didn't even click schedule yet, and I get a notification on YouTube that he's the first one in, and he was. I went over to YouTube, and there he was. He was the first one here.
Yeah.
So yeah, our madman points out 6 + 6 is 12. So
Yeah.
I think there's something to this, at least
Yeah.
for me. So wait. I didn't even read Tim's comment. I saw okay. We came this close to seeing a cat's anus. You sure did. And I prevented it. So remember that. I'm kind of like the Superman here tonight. I prevented that from happening. So, Creepy's Creations. Again, man, nice to see you. Nice to see you, buddy. Hold on. I missed a whole ton of comments. I get long-winded and then I miss it all. See, John, that's the only good thing about like last week when nobody was here. I can just ramble on and I don't miss comments. But Jason Love said ground bees attack. Found a nest or whatever as a kid, saw a hole, tossed a group of black cats in. Saw a hole, tossed a group of black cats in. Ran my gas off.
I bet he means black cat firecrackers.
Okay.
Ah.
I thought he sacrificed some cats.
That's what I was thinking at first, too. I'm like, wait, no. Black cat is a brand of firecracker.
I was like, did I read that right?
Or at least the company that makes them, anyway.
Yeah.
Our Madman 4 says DC has sang and encouraged through a lot of ups and downs. For sure. Sure applies to all of us. Yes. I got to tell you. This year's going better so far. To an extent, this year's going better. But the previous 2 years, and I got to be honest, the last 10 years have really, really been rough. So Discover and Doomcock, man, I tell him all the time how he really helped me through a tough spot. But like even last night, man, I'm sitting there listening, and I'm in and out I'm always listening, but I'm in and out of the chat because I'm usually working on some things. And but man, talking to my friends, from what is it, man, 6-7 years now, I'm hanging with you guys in that chat, and I don't know, I try not to miss it on a Friday night. I do have, before I forget, let me take a look at my calendar here. I just want to throw this out there. I have what the Felicianos would call an away mission coming up. I should have looked at this ahead of time. One of the things I forgot. I was too busy working on my plan. I forgot the entire plan. So, okay. Yeah, so in about 2 weeks, I probably won't be here again unless I can find a way to stream from out of state. But we'll talk about that more next week or whatever. But I just want to throw it in case I forget. I've been forgetting everything lately. My memory is.
You got 2 weeks. I could build and send you a portable rig.
Yeah.
Plenty of time to ship it.
I could probably even stream more from where I'm going to be, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see what happens there. But okay, so Terence Stamp. Okay, like I said earlier, I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of things with him in, but man, as a little kid, General Zod, his portrayal of General Zod really made an impact on me. So I want to share something real quick. I do have an article. I'm going to pop up here real quick, and we'll read a little bit about him because I can only talk really Superman and Chancellor Valorum as well. You know, it was a small, tiny part in Star Wars, but hey, he was in Star Wars, and that's good enough for me. But so let me pop this on up and read this thing. Okay. So Superman 2 and the Limey star Terence Stamp dead at 87, unfortunately. British actor Terence Stamp, known for his commanding presence and versatile career, has died at 87. Stamp built a resume that reflected the trajectory of many accomplished British actors of his generation, acclaimed for performances alongside roles taken simply to keep working. Wow. An award-winning performer, he also lent his distinctive voice to several video games, a medium that readily sought him out for his unmistakable delivery. Wow, I didn't even know that. I didn't know he did video games. I'm not really a gamer. Really?
I remember hearing him in Halo. Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not a gamer, but I know it's a big game, man. I didn't say gay man. I said game man. Let's just clear that up, okay? So I remember, like, when you go to a lot of stores and stuff, I used to see Halo merchandise everywhere. So anyway, culturally, Stamp is best remembered for his portrayal of General Zod in Superman 2, absolutely. Tasked with playing a villain who could stand toe-to-toe with the Man of Steel, he delivered one of the franchise's most memorable performances, absolutely agreed. Though the film itself drew mixed reviews, Stamp's performance is widely regarded as its standout element. Not going to dispute that. Stamp's screen career began in 1962 with an adaptation of Herman Melville's Billy Budd, in which he played the title role. His performance earned him an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. A categorization, easy for me to say, a categorization that some consider, that's a big word, man, I should have pre-read this, that some considered a stretch, given he portrayed the lead actor. For British audiences, Stamp's defining, not a cats are fighting back here. For British audiences, Stamp's defining early work also included Far from the Madding Crowd. Yeah. Madding Crowd. Okay. Another literary adaptation that solidified his reputation as a rising star. I always want to say adaptation.
Yeah.
Adaptation. Yeah, it is adaptation.
That's the proper word. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of people using adaptation lately, and it makes me crazy.
Yeah, I keep hearing, like, on YouTube especially, and I'm like, so no, I just said adaptation when it's adaptation right there, adaptation. All right.
Yeah.
For American cinephiles with an independent bent, Stamp's definitive role came in 1999 with Steven Soderbergh's The Limey. The film, which carried Soderbergh's signature experimentation, featured Stamp as an aging career criminal who travels. Yeah, he's good at playing criminals. Hey, who travels to Los Angeles to investigate his daughter's death. To depict flashbacks, Soderbergh used footage from 1967's Poor Cow, which also starred Stamp. His steely, uncompromising performance in The Limey has since helped the film earn cult classic status. Stamp also made a memorable impression in Oliver Stone's 1987 film Wall Street. I know a lot of people know that one. I've never seen it, to be honest. Playing Sir Lawrence Wildman, a ruthless corporate raider. Stamp's cold, calculating performance perfectly embodied the cutthroat world of 1980s finance. See, that's probably, I didn't watch it. Providing a foil to Michael Douglas's iconic Gordon Gekko and demonstrating his continued ability to command the screen in mid stages of his career. I know that was responsible for a lot of memes. I know the Michael Douglas thing, so I should know that stuff. I'm a poor excuse for a meme lord. Beyond these signature roles, Stamp's filmography includes a mix of commercial fare, much of it taken on as paycheck work. He appeared in films such as The Phantom Menace, My Boss's Daughter, Elektra. He was in Elektra, as in Marvel Studios Elektra. Was he in Elektra? I gotta rewatch that. Get Smart too, man. Okay, I've Get Smart as well. With Steve Carell and Anne Hathaway, right? Man, I guess I'm gonna have to rewatch those.
Wow.
It's like, you
As
know, you
well
have
as
a good actor when you could be in so many things and you don't realize it's who it is.
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen either of those films in a long time either. But as
Real
well as
quick.
Murder Mystery. What's up?
Wes Cagle just came in.
Oh, sweet. Hold on.
Hail
I gotta go back
Wes.
to Hail. Oh, yeah, he did. There he is. Hail to the stars. Oh, he's here. Yeah, a couple times. Hail.
Yeah.
Very cool. I don't even know if I let that one up long enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. He also delivered some of his most defining performances in films unlikely to achieve major box office success. Well, that's every movie nowadays. In The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. Yeah, I never heard of that one. He played. Oh, hold on. He played a transgender woman. Now that I kind of almost want to see. Now I almost want to see. I want to see him playing that. That would be funny, I think. Earning BAFTA and Golden Globe nominations. Alongside the Limey, these roles demonstrated his willingness to embrace unconventional characters and projects. Stamp's final screen appearance came in 2021 with Edgar Wright's Last Note in Soho. Whether due to health or a personal choice to step back from acting, he quietly concluded a career that spanned nearly 6 decades. From his Oscar-nominated turn in Billy Budd to the memorable menace of General Zod, Terence Stamp crafted a singular and indelible career, leaving a lasting mark on both British and international cinema. Yeah. For sure, man. Sorry I butchered that so bad. I was doing my best, but yeah, what a guy. Yeah, what a guy. Yeah, I can't edit it live. But what a guy, man. I don't want to get into Superman yet. Yeah. So, anybody else have anything to say about Terence Stamp? Any other roles that really move you or anything? Chat. How about you guys? If not, we'll
so much. You know,
if not, we'll just get on to.
It's hard to put your finger on any one thing. Although Billy Budd, quick warning for anybody wants to go see it. I'm sure it's on YouTube or Tubi or one of these streaming things. It is depressing as hell. It's a very, very sad story, but if you're up for it, good movie. But it is sad.
Jason Love says the second Wall Street was pretty good. Okay. Yeah, because the only other sort of big thing, like I said, was Chancellor Valorum and the Phantom Menace, and it was a small part, but hey, I'd take me a small part in Star Wars.
Well, if you love your craft and you're up for a paycheck, why not? And I'm sure he got a damn good paycheck for that.
Oh, yeah. So, while we're talking Star Wars, might as well hit rumor territory. Because it's not really worth making a video out of. But so, and I did notice something that I'm going to point out. But there is a Star Wars rumor. A long-delayed movie could finally be happening. Okay, more updates. Yay. More Star Wars. Let's find out what's going on. New Star Wars rumors have emerged online, don't they always? The next Star Wars movie will be The Mandalorian and Grogu. Yeah, we know that. Which is being directed by Jon Favreau as a continuation of Disney Plus's The Mandalorian show. That film currently has a May 22nd, 2026 release date. After that, Sean Levy's Star Wars Starfighting, starring Ryan Gosling, Matt Smith, and more, hits theaters on May 28th, 2027. Matt Smith is in that. I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah.
I like Matt Smith. I liked him a lot as Doctor Who, so I don't know. Hopefully that's good. Several more Star Wars projects are in the works. However, none of them have release dates at this time. Yeah, I know. They've all been up in the air. But what is the new Star Wars rumor? Hold on. Patty Jenkins' Rogue Squadron movie is now back in development, according to scooper Daniel Richtman. Apparently, Daniel Richtman knows this stuff, I guess. I don't know. It was announced in December 2020 that Wonder Woman's Jenkins had been tapped to direct a movie titled Rogue Squadron for Lucasfilm. With the film originally having a December 2020 or December 22nd, 2023 release date, a little late, right? The project was delayed before being completely removed from Disney's release date calendar in 2022. It seems to be a thing that happens over there, doesn't it? Jenkins told Collider in 2024 that she was working on the project again, although there haven't been any substantial updates since then, and many have been left wondering if Rogue Squadron will ever actually come to fruition. While the latest update from Rickman is promising, it is only a rumor at this time, and therefore should be taken with a grain of salt. Where have we heard that one before? So, I'm going to come back to that. As there has been no official Rogue Squadron announcement from Lucasfilm at this time. I'm going to come back to this. For a particular reason. Rickman also reports that a new Star Wars film is in the works per Comic Marvel on Twitter. Okay, on Twitter, so you know it's legit. Though no other details beyond that were given. Additionally, James Mangold's Star Wars movie is said to begin production next year, according to the Scooper. I hope Mangold gets all mad at Doomcock again. That would be great. Mangold previously described that project, which will explore the origins of the Force, as a biblical epic. He compared to the Ten Commandments when speaking to the Hollywood Reporter. So that's going to be a pile of shit. Sorry, I'm trying not to curse, but that one was justified. Okay, so back to the rumors and to take it with a grain of salt. Okay, can I point something out? And oddly enough, James Mangold was mentioned in this article. Okay, you remember when Mangold was calling like Doomcock a basement dweller and some guy spreading rumors and stuff. Now, how come suddenly it's all cool? It's all cool to be spreading rumors and even stealing Doomcock's line. It should be taken with a grain of salt. So, I thought that was interesting. That's why I wanted, because I actually did somewhat pre-read that article. And when I saw that, I was like, man, that's funny. That's funny. You guys, you want to throw stones at YouTubers who spread rumors and stuff. But now we're doing a good job of on our own. And it's probably just to see, if people bite on it, this is probably the new step in, okay, we'll make it. If enough people are interested and enough YouTubers make videos about our rumor, blah, 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 maybe we'll actually go through with it or something. But,
gauge the reaction, see if everybody's totally Star Wars'd out yet or not.
And
anyway,
where it's due with Doomcock is he always tells you it's a rumor. No, he's not sitting there just saying this is what's happening.
Right.
So,
well, apparently they took note of that too, because now they're saying this is only a rumor and take it with a grain of salt. So, way to rip off Doomcock, guys.
Yeah.
If he's a basement dweller, what are you? So, anyway, I thought that was funny. Hold on, Casey. Let's see what Casey's saying here. Would you do me a favor? I often have to go to bed before DC streams start. If possible, could you say hello? Absolutely. You mean like all the time? I could definitely do that for you, buddy. Except on a Wednesday. I'm usually at work. That's why, or otherwise I would probably be on the show with them. But I could try to remember. I usually pop in at my break time or something, which is usually almost about an hour into the show, but still it's early, so I could do that for you. No problem, buddy. As long as this brain of mine remembers. But absolutely, buddy. Our Madman says, Rogue Squadron and Wraith Squadron from the Legends books would have been an excellent story to tell. A masterful list of Star Wars OG books. No, they don't have books and comic books to pull from, remember?
No, there's nothing to look back on, no.
There was nothing. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
No video games either.
Yep.
Rogue Squadron was a great game. At least the first two were. The third one was kind of eh.
And KR Companion points out, and they never seem to admit when Doomcock was right. No, they don't, do they? They don't.
They can't. That would mean they'd have to admit being wrong.
Well, they couldn't say Doomcock, though. It'd have to be hashtag Buckethead was right, I guess, so.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And then Buckethead they're like, I was just playing guitar. What did I do right?
Yeah, because if any of them, even in Star Trek, admitted he was right, then Kurtzman would have to pay for that television he put his fist through.
I would have loved to have seen that.
Yeah.
He needs to copyright that. Yeah.
Our Madman says, "Oh, you are correct. My bad. That's right. Kathy said so. She knows.
Yeah.
She clearly knows what she's talking about. It's the same way she knows how to run a major motion picture organization, right?
Into the
Run
ground.
it into the
yes.
ground. Yes. It's still running it, right? It's still running it. No one said it had to go up. Just running it.
Yep. It's like me up at Groton when I was in the Navy, at the submarine base in the trainer, and I crash dived a submarine. The point was, I got it down to the bottom.
Yep.
Killed everybody on board, but damn it, I got there.
There's more than one way to get to the bottom of the sea.
Oh, yeah. Voyage to the bottom of the sea at 25 knots.
Whee!
Kara says I saw the leak trailer. Wait, I just want to read this real quick. I saw the leak trailer from Mandalorian and Grogu. Looks like more of the same Baby Yoda slop, if you ask me. I've only seen. Is there more than a teaser now? That's how excited I am. I don't even know. Is there a full trailer? I haven't even. After season 3 of Mandalorian, I kind of checked out. And now with all the shenanigans Pedro Pascal's doing, like, I don't know. I don't even know if I care. Because no matter what he does now, okay? When, like, remember how he used to carry the gun over his shoulder? If he pulls the gun out, I'm just going to see him pulling out, like a big rainbow dildo. If he pulls out the dark saber, it's just going to look like a big rainbow dildo. I'm just going to lick it, and I don't know. I can't unsee all of that now. I don't know. I used to like the Mandalorian. I never liked him. I will be honest. I never liked him. I forget the first time I even saw him. I forget what it was in. I can't even remember, but he was some kind of cowboy in something. And I was just like, man, this guy is like, why is he a thing? And now to see how they're just pushing him as like the studliest of the studly guys. You know what I mean? Like, I can't imagine. I mean, I'm sure there are some women, but I can't imagine like this is most women's ideal dream guy. Like, I don't understand. It's because, I guess they've been pushing all these women like your Rachel Zeglers and stuff who are 5s at the most. You know what I mean? On skeleton and stuff. And they're just pushing them in your face and shoving them down your throat, telling you this is beauty. So I guess maybe they have to try to balance it out with someone like Pedro, But
he's a guy.
Compared to all the other soy boys in Hollywood, he has a lot more oomph to him than them.
Yeah, at the moment.
He's hot for L.A.
Yeah.
I suppose. And what's this thing now? I only see clips on Twitter, so I don't know what's going on. But are him and like Chris Evans like, are they like digging each other now, or like what is all this crap I'm seeing? Like they're in this contest to see who loves each other more. I don't know. I'm just so sick of it all. I mean, I've been sick of Chris Evans forever. Captain Communist over there. He needs to sit down and shut up. Like, they've been talking about superhero fatigue for the longest time, and I certainly have it. Just last night, I was rearranging. I used to have all my stuff and my DVDs and everything in alphabetical order and stuff. And just throughout the years, with the disaster that has been my life for the last 3 years, things kind of got placed off. So I'm trying to straighten everything up, find new homes for everything. And I'm going through, I make a section on my one shelf just for the comic book stuff. And I'm like, I remember when I used to like this stuff. You know what I mean? And I don't know, Now it's just tucked away on a low shelf, like if I ever decide to start watching things. Now, Superman's a different story. My Christopher Reeve Superman stuff. I have a locked DVD. It's almost like a gun safe, but for DVDs. Right. Superman is in there because that's how much I love Superman. That's locked away, and I know exactly where it is. I will never be fatigued on the classic Superman. The classic Superman movies to me are like the classic Star Wars trilogy. I will never get sick of them. I don't care what Mark Hamill does. I don't care what Kathleen Kennedy does. They can't ruin it for me. So they can't ruin Superman for me. I do have something I'm going to bring up later. I do want to touch on. They're trying to ruin Christopher Reeve for me, but they're not going to do it. But I'll bring that up later. I do. Hold on. Legata says, there is no superhero fatigue. There is bad storytelling, bad movie fatigue. Right.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
But yeah, of course they're putting under one umbrella, like, you know, it's everybody's just superheroed out. But and to a point I am. Like, I even lost count. How many Avengers even are there? I don't even know anymore. I can't tell them apart. You know, they don't stand out to me. It was a nice idea. The Marvel thing was really cool there for a while, where everything was kind of intermingled and you had to watch one movie to know what's going on in the next movie. That was cool to an extent. But then at a certain point, like when they started dragging stuff like Captain Marvel into it, where like they were just going to try to make you go see crappy movies just so you knew what was going on. I started thinking, okay, that's the way they're going to get, you know, as the drinker would say, the message to us by making you go see. So I don't know. I kind of lost interest with that. And like I said, it's just like all one huge movie to me now. It's like, you know, so now down the road, if you want to sit down, you want to introduce your kids to it or something like that, you've got to watch like what, 20, 25, 30 movies, whatever it is. I mean, you're going to just spend like a month of your life showing your kids these movies so that they can follow along. I don't know. Take me back to a standalone classic superhero movie where we can just enjoy it for 2 hours and that's the end of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Marvel thing, I think, has fizzled out. Like I said, great idea in the beginning, not so great now. But I will also say, I got a bloop like, oh, King Diamond? Holy John! Hey guys, we got King Diamond here. No, it's a dolphin. Yeah, I was really psyched when I said almost said Diamond. I really psyched myself out. I thought we had a celebrity in the house. Well, I guess in a way we sort of do. We have a king.
Yeah,
that's really
hey.
King
How you doing?
At a different
good
angle.
morning, Raymond.
Yeah.
The camera's reversed.
There he is.
Yep, I'm here.
Excellent.
Oh,
hello.
KR said that the footage was leaked from a cell phone. The Mandalorian. Did I freeze? Am I freezing? I'm freezing on my end.
You're glitching a little bit. The sound is fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was having all kind of. How about it, John? I was having all kind of technical issues right up to the last. Well, that's why I was late. Okay. Anyway, so it was leaked from a cell phone. Mandalorian and Grogu. I don't know. Maybe I'll look for it. Like I said, I'm not sure that I care enough to do so. But Pedro Pascal equals Timu Tom Selleck. Yeah, I saw there was a meme. Somebody made a meme where they want Tom Selleck and Jack Black to do a remake of the Cannonball Run, as you know, like as if they're on some kind of the same level as Burt Reynolds and Dom DeLuise. I mean, seriously, that's blasphemous.
Problem is, Cannonball Run really can't be done in the modern era because car culture just really isn't a thing with young people anymore.
No.
You know.
I mean, there's still plenty of younger guys I know around who do love working with cars and all that, but as far as Gen Z goes, the majority of them don't seem to care about cars anymore.
Unless they just made it like a video game and the kids can you know what I mean, control it, you know, and just have Pedro and Jack Black's likeness so they could control it. Oh, I don't want to give them any ideas. God forbid. They can't come up with their own. Yes.
Real quick, Fett. For those who don't know, Raymond's stream or channel is coming up for its 400th anniversary or 400th episode next week.
Next Saturday.
400th.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know somebody that did a really cool thumbnail for that.
Yes, and I put it out. I premiered it this evening.
Oh, very cool.
So be sure
I hope you are all cordially invited, including the big guy here.
Big guy? Where?
Oh, yeah.
You.
Fez. He's talking to you.
The one in the blue shirt.
Fez is going to be there.
I'm definitely not the guy here because I don't have a picture. I'm just an avatar.
Well.
Ah.
Oh, jeez.
Well, let's see. Well, if we're going to do that, let's see. Let's see. Yeah. Profile picture.
Casey says, Pedro makes my skin crawl. Mine too, man. That's a thing. Pedro Pascal fatigue, man. That is definitely a thing.
Yeah.
I'm really getting
Yeah.
sick of that mofo.
Yeah. And let's
Kara says,
see.
"Hey, kid from Knight Rider is still cool, kids." Yeah, he definitely is.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, he
That's
had
something
a
we'll probably
comment about a Comic-Con he's coming up in September.
Who's that?
Let's see if I
Hasselhoff?
can find it. No,
Oh.
Companion.
KR.
He's going to be with a show used kit car. September
Oh, nice.
6th and 7th, I think it was. It's way down here. Gotta keep going, keep going.
Oh, I did see a comment from where he said Terence Stamp also played the voice of Jor-El in Smallville, and he was technically a villain. Many believe it's where James Gunn stole his idea for the Superman movie twist. James Gunn don't steal ideas. What are you talking about?
He just borrows them.
Yeah.
Permanently.
Yeah, KR, if you'd put redo that.
Oh, I got it.
There. Oh, did you?
I got it.
Okay. I want to make
He'll
sure
be at
we get that in there for him.
RetroCon with Kit September 6th to 7th in Oaks, PA. Cool. And I'll be hanging out with Screen
Where's
Kit there. Very nice.
Where's Oaks at?
That I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out.
Hmm.
I'm going to be away that weekend.
Wikipedia to the rescue.
It'd be nice if it was up north. We'll have to look into that, though. Yeah. I guess I should be keeping an eye on the chat, shouldn't I?
Nah.
Almost slightly.
It was dead last week. It was dead. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Of course, I was out of town that weekend.
John and I had a pretty good one, though. It was a pretty good one. I had a couple of people in private tell me it was one of my better streams. So, because I was kind of depressed. I was like nobody's here, just me and John, and I don't know. We hit on some good stuff, I thought, last week.
Yeah. It's in Montgomery County, known for its proximity to Philadelphia, so it's down that way. Okay, cool.
I type too much because I care.
Yeah.
Yep, he says that's correct. RetroCon. Very cool. Oh boy.
Awesome.
Oh shoot. I don't have Facebook up. 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves. Hopefully I don't
Talk.
Hopefully I don't click the wrong button here. I have so many tabs open here. I'm scared.
All the tabs. Open them all.
Tab.
The world is boss.
When you can have Pepsi?
No, thank you, man. I'd rather Coke. I'm trying, Tim. I'm like staring at the Facebook logo. It's moving real slow. Kind of like my brain.
And Kylo's sitting there going,
All right.
What?
Yeah.
No, like I said, I was rearranging some things last night, and I got a new DVD rack in this here room, and of course, he needs to put his ass quarters on it. Like, there's something different here. I got to lay on it. I got to put my cat cooties all over everything. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. I've seen this. Yeah. All right, we'll pop this up. I don't know why. We were just talking about how fatigued that we currently are, but here we go. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's cool. It's cool. I like it. It's funny. It's very funny. As a former meme lord myself, I definitely approve. However, I just want to say that at J. You okay, John? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
I just want to throw out to at Jay-Z Kirby that don't give them ideas. I mean, that'll be the next thing.
Yeah.
That'll be the next thing. We don't need a Pedro E.T.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Looks like
I mean,
he's
the
wearing
memes
a
would
gray
be
afro.
exceptional.
What was that, Lenrod?
Yeah.
So the memes would be exceptional, though.
Yeah. But is it is the trade-off worth it? That means even more Pedro, though. I mean,
Yeah, you don't have to watch
It's
it.
all Pedro. It's all the time.
I know he's in like a million things, but I haven't seen any of them, so I don't care.
I haven't seen most of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like if he wants to work and they're willing to pay him, more power to him.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't even think it's whether he wants to work or not. I think he's working. I think they're just pushing him out there. He's the face.
Yeah.
He's the chosen one right now for some free. I still, like I said, I think it still has to go with, we're trying to tell you that the beauty has changed. It's these women, so we need these weird men to balance it out. Which is still, it's funny that I keep seeing all these clips with him and Chris Evans, though. Because Chris Evans, despite having lost it all up here, still looks like an ordinary guy. You know what I mean? Where the chicks might dig and stuff like that. So when you put him in the same room as Pedro Pascal, I would think women are reminded that, no, that's what a guy's supposed to look like, not this mustached freak over here. But whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe women have changed. I don't know. Maybe they have.
Not likely. Only the internet seems to make those claims.
I don't know. A lot of them have gotten a lot more crazy. I will tell you that.
No.
Yeah. And, at least a cool thing. A lot of people trash this. John, you're one of them who don't approve of the nose rings and stuff like that. But
I hate those.
Right.
They're telling you. You know what I mean? That's like when they slapped the parental advisory sticker on the CDs. You knew what was cool.
Yeah.
Well, this is the opposite. This is like you see chains and metal stuff and everything, to stay away. So they're doing you a favor. So maybe we should allow it.
Like the bright colors of the arrow poisoned frog. It just lets you know about that it's poisonous and you need to stay away.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So the signs are there. The signs are there now. At least you have a clue, And there are levels, it seems like. I mean, when you got like one little nose ring, okay, it's like
a battery charger.
Proceed with caution. When you have like a door knocker, it's like, okay, this is a problem. When you have like metal everywhere and like blue hair, okay, that's like police tape. It's like you might as well just wrap yourself in police tape and everything too. Caution.
One of those cost me an entire tournament in Magic once.
Yeah.
Someone that fits that description?
Yeah.
Holy
Also
shit.
tack an amorphous planetoid onto that, and that's perfect. She disqualified me from a tournament because I had the nerve to question her ruling. She was a judge. Her ruling made no sense, and per the rules, if you don't like a judge's ruling, you can call a second opinion from the head judge. The head judge ruled that her ruling was indeed wrong, and then I found out later that she had disqualified me. So it's like, oh great, I got kicked out of the tournament.
Wow.
Fortunately, the head judge got that scrubbed from my record, so it's not actually on my record because she had no business kicking me out. But by the time they got that cleaned, the next round had already started, so I was out of the event anyway.
Wow.
It cost me. I was on a winning streak. I could have made it to day 2, and day 2 is when the prize money starts paying out.
Wow.
KR says, yeah, I've never been to PA before or RetroCon. Should be fun. Well, I don't know about the PA part of it. I don't recommend this date for anybody.
Yeah, just use your GPS because it worked for FET when we went to Philadelphia. It worked
as
for
long
me.
as you pay attention to it, it works.
Going to Gettysburg, it worked for me. So,
Yeah, that's how I got through the state.
And bring snacks because it's still summer and there will be road closures.
Yes.
Always.
Yep. I got to say, man, that was the first time I ever drove in Philly, and I hated every second of it. I would do it again to a couple Gary and Andy, but oh man, that was a nightmare. I hated driving in Philly.
Yeah. But you didn't hit anything and nothing hit you. That's the
there were a couple close calls though. Oh
yeah. Yeah.
People are vicious, man.
Oh yeah.
That's why I drive my Fiesta. It's small and maneuverable. It turns tightly, accelerates quickly, and decelerates just as quickly. Works very well.
Pedro. Sorry, man. Didn't mean to insult you like that, buddy. KR says, imagine if Pedro Pascal starred in a Turbo Teen live action movie. Yeah, I'm that old. Is that the one where he turned into a car? That's the one where he turned into a car? I forget. Yeah, wasn't it like a Firebird or something?
That. I don't remember that at
If
all.
I'm thinking of the right one. That's it. Yeah, that's a teenager turned into a car for the youngins who don't know. Yeah, I think it was a Firebird too. That's probably why he watched it. Well, I shouldn't squawk because I remember I couldn't tell you. Like, I love a lot of old cartoons, but I couldn't tell you very much about Mask, the cartoon Mask. I just watched it because like one of the main cars was a Camaro, or looked like a third gen Camaro. So I just used to watch it because of that. So that's why I don't really remember stories or anything. I was just, oh, there's Camaro in it. I got to watch it.
Yeah.
Tabs by Colonel Rhodes of Day of the Dead. Yeah, he says, yeah, that was like, yeah, because I missed your comment. But yeah, it was the one where a kid turns into a car. I can still remember that, man. That was freaky. Even as I gotta, you know what? There's probably clips of it on YouTube. I gotta go watch it now because I remember I was even kind of creeped out just the way he morphed into a car. Like, didn't his hands and feet turn into the wheels and stuff? And yeah, that was creepy back then. I'm gonna have to track that down after the live stream and see if it's still just as creepy today as it was back then.
Yeah, really. Now, are we moving very slowly?
To me, now you are jumping. I was doing that a little bit ago. Now, I hear you fine.
Yeah.
But visually, you're kind of herky-jerky, as my mom would have said. Herky-jerky.
Yeah, I got you doing the same thing.
Okay. See, now I'm finding me on my end. I don't know. It seems to be going around.
Yeah.
I'm still on the fence about this Restream thing. There are still certain things. There are things I like about Restream. There are things I like about StreamYard. However, I did just use Stream. Like I said, I'm still using StreamYard as far as recording video. I just recorded a video earlier. That'll be coming out this week, or probably tomorrow or Monday. But anyway, so I still don't know what to do. There are certain things that are frustrating about Restream, I will say. Again, like I had to bring the ticker back up, even though I set it up before the stream. There's enough things to going through your mind to try to make a live stream work, and we don't need all this extra. I don't know why they would make things vanish that you set up ahead of time. Anyway, I don't know. But being on StreamYard earlier today, I see they changed some things yet again. So, Raymond, StreamYard sucking again or no?
Strangely, well, today was not the time to talk to me about my computer because, as you probably knew last night during Frolics, it crumped on me. It was like it was working when I was at services and I was on Zoom, and then 5 minutes later, I got the dinosaur on death on every one of my browser pages.
So you went from Zoom to kaboom.
Yes, exactly. When you go to your browser and you get the Dino of death, not a happy thing, especially the night before I have a stream.
Oh, night before is nothing. I have literally, since I started doing this every week, I have a crash at 8:30 every week, except for today. Today, it randomly showed. I got the blue screen of death twice today, this afternoon. Fortunately, not right before the stream as usual, but twice this thing. Microsoft detected a problem and needs to restart. So I texted John earlier and said there may be plenty of swear words gone out tonight. So so far so good. But
over an hour, you're doing great.
After various restarting the computer, turning off every browser, following as much of the testing as I could without turning off the modem. I'm like, I told Sandra, nope, I can't get on Frolics, and I'm not going to do modding on my iPad. So I called it a night. So this morning,
Yeah.
I'm over there trying the same thing, and this time, since I was the only one on the computer, I did a full shutdown of the modem and nothing. So I decide, look, I paid for Best Buy tech support. I'm gonna talk to them. 5 minutes,
Yeah.
they got me up to snuff.
Cool.
I went on to StreamYard this evening and I found out that the view that I've got from the camera is actually the correct one. Before, it was the mirror. Everything was the opposite. But
Okay.
I had no problems with StreamYards tonight.
Cool.
In fact, the only issue I had was switching onto my headset just now to get on your stream.
Well, now for everyone listening, I just want to clarify. When Raymond said that they quickly got him up to snuff, he was referring to his computer, because if these people could have got Raymond up to snuff, they'd be friggin' miracle workers.
Yeah.
So just put that out there.
You are
He's
so
not doing
right.
stuff.
You are right. Yeah, the little snuff things.
Okay, real quick. KR Companion says, actually, Turbo Team was inspired by the Trans Am from Knight Rider. And he also says, KR Companion, wait. See, it jumped on me right as I did that again. Hold on. In case anyone is wondering, the KR in my name stands for Knight Rider. Yep, knew that. I wrote 2 books in the 80s, on the 80s. He didn't write them in the 80s, folks. He wrote them on the 80s TV series, made fan art, and recently appeared in a documentary on the recent 4K box set. That's very cool. I wasn't aware of that one. But yes, awesome? I knew he wrote books. Yeah, that is very cool. So everyone, definitely check out KR Companion, dude.
That's
you got
cool,
any
yeah.
links or anything like that you want to hook me up with? Shoot them to me on Twitter or whatever, and I'll pop them in the chat.
Yeah.
So definitely, again, someone else creating content, not just like out there saying, "Oh man, we need to do stuff," and then just sitting there going, no, he's doing
actually doing
content. Yeah. So
yeah.
Ooh, a Miata.
Have you seen that music video for Guardians 2 Inferno, maybe? As in Guardians of the Galaxy? I don't know. Okay. Anywho, got some music-related stuff. Don't I always? So
awesome.
I thought these were kind of interesting. I forget what order I have them in. Hold on. I just clicked on the wrong thing. We're off to a good start. Let me share my screen and bring this thing up. You guys may have known this, may have not, but I'm going to read it anyway as my screen freezes. Okay. All right, looks like we're going with Lemmy first. So, people are just realizing what the band name Motorhead means after 50 years. Man, that's an old picture, isn't it? Some music fans think they know all there is to know about their favorite bands, but there's always more to learn. For example, Motorhead has been in our lives for 5 decades, and yet some fans still don't know the meaning behind the English rock band's name. Formed in London in 1975 by bassist and lead vocalist Lemmy Kilmister, guitarist Larry Wallace, and drummer Lucas Fox. Kilmister was... How do you say that? Is it Kilmister or Kilmeister? I heard it said both ways. I always said Kilmister.
I always hear Kilminster.
Okay.
With an N in the middle.
No, I know it's Kilmister. But so Kilmister was it's my show. I'm saying Kilmister. Kilmister was the primary songwriter and only constant member. They are considered to be huge influencers of the new wave of British heavy metal, who helped shape heavy metal in the late 1970s and early 1980s. Even though many guitarists and drummers have played in Motorhead, the majority of their best-selling albums and singles feature drummer Phil Filthy Animal Taylor and guitarist Fast Eddie Clarke. From 1995 until the band called it a day in 2015, the group comprised Kilmister guitarist Phil Campbell and drummer Mickey D, formerly of King Diamond, now in the Scorpions, by the way. Following the passing of Kilmister in December 2015, after being diagnosed with prostate cancer, other members confirmed the band would stop making music, which was the right thing to do. I mean, Motorhead was Lemmy. And, people keep talking about how Ozzy, went out on a high note. You know, he knew it was his last. I mean, if you guys remember, Lemmy went on stage right before he died and tried doing the show and actually had to wrap it. So he tried. I mean, he tried, man. He went out the way he needed to go out too, I think. But anyway.
Yeah.
With hits like Ace of Spades, Hellraiser, I love Hellraiser, and Heroes to their name, the rock legends aren't short of hits. However, when it comes to their name, it appears there's a little more mystery, and the topic recently came up on social media platform Reddit, cesspool. Anyway, one fan offered quite a wild theory, writing, his band was named Motorhead because when Lemmy Kilmister was in Hawkwind, he was the only member of the band that did uppers instead of psychedelics, and his bandmates hated that. So he wrote the song Motorhead as a sort of tongue-in-cheek love ballad to being on benders during tours. That sounds like something Lemmy would do.
I've heard that story.
Yeah.
To this, someone else also commented, Motorhead was the B-side of the Kings of Speed single by Hawkwind for the album Warriors on the Edge of Time. It didn't make it onto the album, but the version of Motorhead that was recorded was slowed down version that goes pretty hard in my opinion. Another wrote, also the reason for the umlaut, Hawkwind held the copyright to Motorhead. So he went with Motorhead instead, Motorhead with the umlaut, since it was closest he could get. Even though various fans claimed in thoughts and ideas, it seems there may be more solid. Hold on. It seems there may be a more solid answer to what the band's name means, at least if the reports on how the name came to light are true. What does Motorhead mean? According to Spin, vocalist Lemmy Kilmister actually wrote a song called Motorhead, which was said to be a 70s slang term for a speed freak. During the time, he was a member of another band called Hawkwind. We know this. However, it was the final song he composed for the group. Apparently, Hawkwind fired him in 1975, according to him, doing the wrong drugs. After this, he started a new group called Bastard. But his manager didn't think the band would make it on TV with the name. I don't think so either. So Kilmister changed it to the name of his last Hawkwind tune. As for the umlaut, it's reportedly he previously said, I copied it off of Blue Oyster Cult. I thought it looked mean. It does. A matter of fact, my old Facebook account, my real name, I do umlaut over my name just because it was so cool. That's the thing in it. It's like the guy in Slapshot when he takes the sledgehammers to the bus. What are you doing? And he goes, I'm making it look mean. In British slang, Motorhead is a term used to describe someone who is a heavy user of amphetamines, particularly meth. Forget I said that, YouTube. Meanwhile, in the US and Canada, it's usually used to describe someone who is a car, truck, or motorcycle enthusiast. That's what I always took it as. If the story is anything to go by, that's how the name is said to have come about. Some of us really do learn new things every day.
Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting. I kind of wondered. I thought as a, kind of a car fan, I just assumed, but one thing that now who had that? So they had the umlaut first, right? So Motley Crue ripped them off, didn't they?
Right.
See, that's the thing. Going back to my constant, never-ending, relentless trashing of Motley Crue. I mean, talk about rip-off artists, man. So they ripped the umlaut off of Motorhead. They ripped the pentagram off of Blackie Lawless's band sister. I mean, holy crap.
Yeah.
Biggest posers ever. Anyway, I digress. But, so, what do you guys fans of Motorhead? Yay, nay?
I'm not a big fan
of Motorhead.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. Go ahead, John.
Yeah. I can listen to it. I'm not a big fan of it because, my tastes are all over the place. But they're another one. I wouldn't necessarily change the radio station if they came on or turn it off. I'd listen to it and see what I gain from it. But you're right. The song Hellraiser really is cool, especially the I think he did a duet with Ozzy on that, didn't he?
I think there are.
I know he wrote it for Ozzy.
Yeah,
it appeared on the No More Tears album.
Yeah,
I think there are a few versions of that. So I think each one of them did a version, I believe, and then there.
Each of them have one version with them. I don't know if they did one together though.
Yeah, because
I did
every now
see-
and then it'll come through my head and I'll hear both of them. It might have been just both versions kind of mixing.
I think there's a version out there. I remember seeing a cartoon video of
Yeah.
Lemmy and Ozzy where I want to say I remember them both singing in it. So
And
I
I
think
wouldn't-
there's-
Cool.
I wouldn't doubt that such a version existed because they were friends.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there is a version out there floating around. Now, of course, I know all the big ones, Ace of Spades, stuff like that. And here I'm going to prove how I'm not an expert in Motorhead, but I still have somewhere the cassette of Ronnie James Dio's Hearing Aid. You remember that thing that I put together for the Aid for Africa and stuff, and they did the song Stars. So a bunch of artists contributed other tracks for the album. And Motorhead did see. I wish I knew what the song was. Apparently, they took a song and did. Raymond, your mic is.
Okay, let me know.
Your mic is hot. They took one of their songs, changed the lyrics, and they changed it to a song called "On the Road," which appeared, I think, only on the Hearing Aid album, which I thought was a really good song. That I don't know, maybe they did release it previously or something, but again, I don't know much about Motorhead.
I think it was re-released on like the reissue of their No Remorse Greatest Hits album.
That makes sense. A greatest hits or something, yeah. Hey, Wade Nation in the chat.
Oh, hey there.
Yo.
One thing I did like was never, I always tell you how I dug professional wrestling. I was always on the fence about Triple H. I remember him when he first came in as Hunter Hearst Helmsley and that sort of thing. I thought it was kind of cool in the beginning and whatever. It kind of fizzled out real quick for me. I got to say, when he started using Motorhead as his theme, everybody really talks about Stone Cold Steve Austin and the Broken Glass and that. But man, when Triple H's music, The Game would hit.
I think that song was written for Triple H, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Matter of fact, when they became, if you remember, they kind of put together their own little factions similar to the Four Horsemen, where it was the Evolution, where it was Triple H, Ric Flair, Batista, and Randy Orton. And Motorhead did a song for them too, as well. And I thought that was very cool. That took Triple H up a notch in my book, having Motorhead do his theme. So I thought that was pretty neat. And I was always jealous too, because I had tried on many an occasion. Okay. I dreamed of having, the handlebar mustache that goes up, into the sideburns and stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember when Triple H grew that, in honor of like Lemmy and stuff. I always wanted to have one of those. Maybe one of these days I'll have to try growing one again. But man,
I wore that look for a little while.
That's cool, man. That's cool. One I don't think it was the whole thing, but as far as handlebar mustaches go, man, Overkill. So Motorhead is responsible for the band Overkill. Their name was a Motorhead song, and that's where the band Overkill pulled it from. Big fan of the band Overkill. But if you watch the video for, what the hell's the song? Elimination. Off the Years of Decay, man, Bobby Gustafson has one of the most badass handlebar mustaches in that video. So just a little spin-off of the Motorhead thing. But so at least I'm indebted to Motorhead for that. They named one of my favorite bands. I mean, I love me some Overkill, right up there. I always say, man, like if there could be a big five, definitely Overkill should be part of it. Matter of fact, I say just kick Anthrax out of there and just slip Overkill in there. But anyway, that's my opinion. But
yep, that would work. And speaking of Superman,
that was it. Yeah, KR says I agree. Triple H used two themes from Motorhead: The Game and King of Kings. That's right. Yeah, he did have two separate ones as well as the Evolution theme. So that's 3 songs at the very least that Motorhead has done for Triple H.
Cool.
So that was very cool. Hell, Legata's still floating around? Is he still here?
Hello, Legatus.
Is there anybody out there?
Okay, so I have another one. This one is even a little more off of my radar, but you know, he has some cool tunes, so I thought it was worthy. Another one where people are only just realizing how Billy Idol got his stage name. I did read this one the other day. This one's actually kind of interesting.
Gohan.
What?
Is the Gohan from Dragon Ball Z look.
Oh,
Ah,
okay. Fans are just now realizing the meaning behind Billy Idol's name after over 40 years in the music industry. Yeah, it has been that long, hasn't it? The British rock star and actor came up in the 70s punk scene in London as the lead singer of Generation X and achieved success as a solo act in the early 80s after moving to New York City. His clever stage name is part nickname, part pun, inspired by a school teacher he had as a kid, which his fans are usually surprised by. Born William Michael Albert Broad. Boy, that's a mouthful. William Michael Albert Broad. Billy for short. The Grammy-nominated artist is known for his stage presence, fashions, and rock star attitude. Billy's stage name came about during the punk era. While he was Generation X's frontman, his contemporaries went with names like Johnny Rotten, Sid Vicious, and Rat Scabies. But he decided to go for something a little more, the Sex Pistols, a little more personal. Not a fan of the Sex Pistols. Not a fan of punk much. Ramones and Misfits were about it for me. But before moving to New York City in 1981, the rocker settled on the stage name Billy Idol as an homage to a former chemistry teacher who once described him as Idle, I-D-L-E, on one of his report cards. That's kind of cool, man. That's something I would do. So he got some more points for me for this. Yeah. He hated the subject. It was was an underachiever when it came to science. The Idol, I-D-O-L spelling, was a play on the rock star persona that musicians embody on stage. In a 1983 interview, Billy explained it was a bit of a goof, but part of the English school of rock. It was a double thing, not just a poke at the superstar-like people. It was fun, you know. He later explained to the BBC in 2014 that he did originally want to go with the IDLE spelling. Yeah, that wouldn't work, but worried that it would be too similar to Monty Python star Eric Idle, and landed on Billy instead. Yeah, IDLE, that's not very rockish, is it? Nah, no. It's like,
it's just chilling.
Yeah, it's like, like what? No. One fan said of his name revelation in a recent Reddit post, why is all this stuff coming from Reddit? I think he probably made a wise decision because he is now, in fact, an actual idol to many people. That's true. Idol achieved mainstream fame as a solo artist in the early days of MTV music video era. Yeah, man, he was on all the time. Rebel Yell, man. That's almost like, if it wasn't such a decent song, I mean, that would be right up there with like Rock and Roll All Night for me, like so overdone.
Yeah.
With songs like Dancing with Myself and White Wedding from his 1982 debut self-titled album. His 1983 sophomore album, Rebel Yell, went double platinum in the States. Aside from being a famous musician, Billy also tried his hand at acting. The multi-hyphenate appeared in various films, including 1991 Jim Morrison biopic, The Doors, starring Val Kilmer, the 1998 rom-com The Wedding Singer, I remember that one, and in 2000 animated Future Heavy Metal 2000. So, what were you going to say, John?
Oh, that he also tied himself up with another very underrated guitarist, Steve Stevens.
Steve Stevens, yes. Yeah. Steve Stevens, quite a guitar player.
Yeah.
Jason Love says, Billy Idol!
Yeah.
Billy Idol. Oh, Legatus is still here. Hail Legatus. Billy Idol. Didn't he first start as a punk rocker and then switch into rock pop? Yes, he sure did.
Yeah.
Sure did.
Yep.
Jason Love says, White Wedding, Dancing with Myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's one, I don't know, it's one of those songs that like sticks in my head, I guess. Eyes Without a Face, too, was another.
Yes. One. And that's based on a horror movie from the 1950s, I think it was. And really good movie, really good song. Love that one.
Oh, there's another decent one too. Flesh for Fantasy. That's a song, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
That's another one, man. Flesh for fantasy. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a
Yeah.
good one. I like Billy Idol stuff.
He's all right.
Yeah,
Rocky
he
Cradle,
always
Money,
had
Money.
some.
Yeah, Moni
He always
Moni.
had some very
Moni
poetic lyrics.
Moni. Boom, do, do, do.
Hey,
Yeah.
John, you might get a kick out of this one. I was just reading something not that long ago. Now that Frankie
Mhm.
Banali has passed, unfortunately, I love Frankie Banali.
Yeah.
Quite right.
Yeah.
Quite right, drummer, for those that don't know. He
Yeah.
actually played on many albums that we're not even aware of. And now that, he
Yeah.
passed, some things are leaking out there. And from what I understand, he played the drums on, God damn it, I'm doing this again. He played the drums on their song, Moni Moni. From what I understand,
Yeah.
that was Frankie Banali. Played the drums on
Yeah, and that
Huh?
was a strip club classic back in the 80s. Because every strip club I ever went in, they'd always be playing that. 'Cause
Oh man,
the
the
girls
dead secret
loved
comes
it.
out.
Man,
Oh yeah,
John, you got to work a strip club into this thing. We're going to have like a strip club segment, I guess. Everything leads to the
Yeah.
strip clubs with John.
hang on.
My
got
only
us, like-
association with a strip club was I used to play Magic with a guy who was a bouncer at a strip club.
Hmm.
And he brought a stripper in one day when we were playing Magic. Because being the head bouncer, if any of their druggy boyfriends went to jail or anything, he had to babysit the strippers because they had nowhere else to go.
Oh, man, I want that
Playing a
job.
tournament, and he brought her in for that tournament that day. It was supposed to be his day off. And this woman was absolutely losing her mind because none of us were paying attention to her.
Oh,
It's like she could
Yeah.
not handle not being paid attention to. It's like we're all playing like hardcore Magic, like we're being competitive. We're in game mode right now. And it's just
Yeah.
it got so bad, she's starting to get really disruptive that he just had to drop her out of the tournament and take her out. It's like, it really sucks because he was actually doing really well in the tournament, but he's like he just couldn't do it. Like she was disrupting everybody.
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
they
no
like
one
their
for the team.
attention.
Here.
Really cool guy, really nice fellow.
Legata says, I like Shock to the System from Idol's Cyberpunk CD. I don't know that one. I don't think I've ever heard that one.
Yeah.
I saw a video not that long ago of Billy live. It was a recent thing with him and Steve Stevens, and I thought it was really cool because in the one guitar solo, I believe it was Rebel Yell, he has that effect. It's actually like a toy ray gun that from back in the 80s or something. He still has it, and it was cool. Because during the live, he's playing, he goes into the solo. When it comes up to that part, Billy Idol comes walking out with that ray gun on like a pillow and presented it to him like a king or something. It was really cool. Yeah. And he grabbed that ray gun and stuck it up to the pickup and got that same effect from back in the day. So I thought that was pretty neat.
Cool. Yeah.
Uh-oh, William Shakespeare in the house.
Holy cow.
Awesome. Hey there.
It says Billy Idol Cyberpunk CD. I'll second that one. Love that entire album. I don't think I've ever heard that.
Oh,
I don't know.
I
Maybe
haven't
something
heard
I'll
it
have to check out. Huh. So there. Hey, man, sometimes the chat schools us, man. We don't know it all.
Yeah.
Wait, no, that's the one I already clicked on. He says, hail, friends. Stopping in after several weeks out of town. Ah, cool, man. Glad you're back safe and sound, buddy. Okay. What are you looking for something, John?
Yeah, I got a picture here
Uh-oh.
somewhere. I hope it's still on here.
Is it incriminating evidence?
Oh, you better believe
Days
it.
gone by. John's notorious past. Come back to haunt him live on YouTube and Rumble.
Let's see here.
Hey, the sergeant's still here. Yeah, that's another thing. I got a question for anybody familiar. Why did that pop back up? That was spooky. I got a question for anybody that might be Rumble savvy. So I have this set to go on multiple platforms. So it's live on YouTube right now, but on Rumble, so on Rumble, you have your account. Your account is like your main thing, and then you have your channel spin off of that. So right now, I'm streaming to my account channel, right? So and I don't have like 23 followers on that. Now the Fet for Hire channel over there, I think we're up to like 106 followers or something like that. I would prefer to have it go into the Fed for Hire channel. Anybody know how I can't figure out how to change that? Because then what I have to do is when the live stream is over, then I go over to Rumble and then I can click add it to the Fed for Hire channel. But so then it's on the Fed channel. It wasn't there live. So we might get more views over there. And if I can figure that out. But anyway, just a question. Anybody let me know if you know these things or whatever.
Yeah, I got nothing.
No, I know a lot of people are shying away from Rumble.
I don't do Rumble.
Well, I need it there. I have so far successfully been kicked off of Facebook, Pinterest. What's the other one? Imgur. So I need me a backup. So I mirror everything over there because I have a feeling one day that if I have to, I may not be here, but at least that'll be there. So anyway, I learned when I lost my original Facebook account, I used to listen, as much as I trashed Facebook, I trash it because there's such a hatred there now because of what they did to me, because I used to love Facebook. People used to tell me all the time, don't worry about a Facebook page. Go over on YouTube, man. You can get paid for YouTube, all this stuff. I'm like, no. I'm home here on Facebook. And I literally spent, for the last year I was on Facebook, 2 of my weeks of vacation, 2 separate entire weeks, digitally scanning old photos of, me as a kid, my mom, my dad, my newer family, my daughter, my son, scanning all of that stuff in there and putting it on Facebook, only for them to just say, hey, you ain't welcome here anymore.
Yeah.
I did all that for nothing. So now I want to back up. So. Subscribe to this channel. Yes. I hope everyone will subscribe because YouTube is pulling their shenanigans with me again. Okay, so I shouldn't just say me. Apparently, it's going around again because I even heard Doomcock saying about they did something with the algorithm and you're not getting views like you're supposed to. And like, not that I ever do, but I hardly ever hit that algorithm. I had that nice little window there. Boy, I'd love to get back to that. But, it's the thing again. It's like, I'll get a couple subscribers and then I'll get to keep one. And then, you know what I mean? I don't know what it is. It doesn't make you feel like making videos and stuff. I gotta say that. Totally, I don't know. Kills my creativity when they do this crap. But like everyone's saying, they're worried about that. The interaction is like the most important thing. It doesn't matter, right? You could have all the subscribers in the world. If you guys aren't clicking like or maybe comments, for some reason, I guess in their mind, they think that, you love this YouTube channel so much that you took the time out of your day to write something in the comments section. Whatever, you know how many people watch a video and don't hit that like button and stuff like, I swear YouTube just like working against the little guy anymore. And I don't get it. Little guys built YouTube.
And they got some shady stuff with, I've seen like apparently they're using AI to change people's videos without them knowing.
See, that's insane. That's insane.
What do you mean?
I don't know the whole story. One of my friends sent me a link to a video of it. I haven't actually watched it, but apparently they were changing, like some of the shorts were getting changed by the AI.
Now, see, that's not fair because, so I've recently started dabbling in AI. I have a short for any of you guys that have been digging. I refer to them as ladies of the 80s, where I've been taking like a cool picture of like Margot Kidder or something from back in the day and animating it and making short like that. I have another one of those coming out this week. I already have it done. So, but anyway, when I upload those, there is, if you read the fine print, a way that they could come back and get you if you're not aware of these things. There is a new section in there now when you upload a video where it asks, basically, does this video make somebody do or say something they didn't originally do? In other words, is it AI? Did you manipulate the video in any way, shape, or form? So I make sure to click yes, because I don't want that down the road coming down and bite me in the ass. Hey, you did something illegal, blah, blah, blah. So, but it also seems like to be hindering the views because let's just say, if any of you guys have seen these shorts, it tends they're a little more sensual, sexy. You know what I mean? I'll take a picture like the one was Margot Kidder wearing a towel. You guys probably remember that iconic picture, and I animated it and put a little music to it. Well, so half naked women should really get the views. And now I noticed that they don't. They don't. And you would think for all the skin hounds out there, yeah, they'll be clicking on that all day long. But I think by clicking it, yes, I manipulated it. They're not pushing it like they should. So there's so many things that YouTube does, and they don't even necessarily let you know about it. But on the other hand, too, don't get me wrong. I'm not trashing YouTube. I do like YouTube. I've grown to love YouTube. I live on YouTube. When I'm not live streaming or making videos to put on YouTube, I'm watching YouTube. I'm watching you guys. I'm watching Doom. I watch so much stuff. Like I said, I have even this year I got my TV taken out because I don't even watch it anymore. All I do is watch YouTube. So I do love YouTube. I'm not trashing it in any way. I just wish they would be a little friendlier to those of us, who aren't big names, the big guys.
Yeah.
But
it's all about ad
Jason,
revenue.
Yeah, Jason loves his Jane Badler Marky Post. I already did a Jane Badler one, but Marky Post, that might be next. Thank you for throwing that out there. Yes, do like me some Marky Post.
Oh yeah.
But no, I have one. I have a short. I have one of them there, Ladies of the 80s shorts. I'm going to put up maybe even tomorrow. This one here. See if you guys remember who she is. I'm not gonna give any spoilers tonight, but we'll see if you remember tomorrow because I certainly do. She's certainly got a nice spot in Fet's fond memories. But man, John must really be working on that image. So I'm going to soon get into Superman because I do have an article I want to bring up too because I'll get into that when I bring it up. But in the meantime, while John is doing whatever, maybe we shouldn't know what he's up to. I have a picture. I saw it a couple of weeks ago and I forgot to pop it up. But I'm glad because a lot of people are here to see this. So, and Raymond, you'll appreciate this because, your channel always comes around to food. But when I saw this, I didn't think there could be a perfect food because I like so many things. But where do you guys see this? I want your thoughts on this.
Oh,
look at that there.
Yes.
Ooh.
If it wasn't for the pepperoni, I would eat it.
No, it needs pepperoni.
Yeah,
I can't eat pepperoni.
You can eat pepperoni. You just gotta, pretend that it's not pepperoni.
We'll get you a dispensation.
I go through my phases where I can have pepperoni and where I can't because sometimes it gives me wicked heartburn. But man, I would attempt it. I would attempt it.
I would have my cardiologist on speed dial if I headed toward this.
Well, just invite him over. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Man, oh man.
Like all you need is one slice.
Oh yeah. I want that to be my birthday cake this year. Just throw a couple candles on that and I'm content.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That would be sweet.
That would be a happy birthday for sure.
I don't know how you would make that. That thing is just massive.
It is. So, okay. Now that there is probably one of the most manly foods I've ever seen. So the question is, you pick that up and eat that like a man or you eat that with a knife and a fork?
I don't think it's possible to pick that up unless the crust on the bottom is super rigid. I mean, the whole thing would just fall apart.
Grab it with a piece of bread.
I guess.
Or a hoagie roll.
I don't know. Then it would lose something with too much bread, though.
Yeah.
The appeal to me is all that delicious beef and gooey cheese,
Mm-hmm.
Because I was even thinking when I first saw it, I was like, maybe, is there any way of eliminating the dough?
Hey guys, I'm going to time out a moment. I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay.
I just feel like it needs to have something structurally sound in the bottom, and the whole thing's just going to fall over, and you'll never be able to eat it. The 10-second rule wouldn't be long enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Coat the floor with paper plates.
There you go.
That's what we need, yeah. In preparation.
KR says, I'll take anything that isn't microwavable.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have the meats. Yeah, make that Arby's. There.
Yeah, really.
Started taking bovine colostrum about 10 some years ago. Have not had heartburn since.
What is that?
I don't know.
We have the technology.
Bovine is cow.
Yeah.
Let's see here. We're just going to
and-
look this up. It's the milk from cows in the first few days after giving birth.
I
So
think
it
mine.
contains additional nutrients and antibodies.
I go through these phases where I think it's my diet and my sleep habits that leads to the heartburn and indigestion stuff. Because I'll go through phases where like I could eat oranges, drink orange juice, you know what I mean? Like they're going out of style. And then like it was only up, like I haven't even gotten bananas for a couple of months now because it was just up till a couple of months ago. All of a sudden bananas were even giving me heartburn. But I seem to be okay, but I haven't want to push it. Now, I just had mandarins, oddly enough. You know, I can eat mandarins and not have an issue, but a banana, it's like somebody lit a fire in my chest.
Weird.
But again, that was a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month or so. Hold on. I get distracted because I saw we have Canadian Spider-Man. See that? We're talking about manly food, man. The guys are showing up.
Of course he would show
Yep.
up. Yeah.
Hello
He's going to
there.
make that. He's going to take that out in the bonfire and make one of them things, man.
Imagine cooking that on the bonfire. Ooh.
Yeah, man.
Get that smoked flavor in
Smoky
there.
flavor.
Yeah.
As long as you're, bonfiring actual wood stuff and not like treated lumber, that could be rough.
Oh, yeah. You'd be poisoning yourself. It'd be more than heartburn.
Yeah.
Colostrum. We all have had it or should have had it in our moms just after birth. Okay.
Let's see.
William Shakespeare says pepperoni ultra Big Mac. That was another thing I did. Okay. I did kind of, the Big Mac is okay. I was kind of trashing McDonald's earlier. Now, Lenrod, I'm sure you don't, but John, if
Yes,
you
sir.
remember back in the day, man, especially here in PA, we had a, I think it was a salad dressing called Big H, but it tasted exactly like the special sauce on the Big Mac. So
Oh.
when my mom would make burgers, man, I would just put this Big H on there and it tasted just like a Big Mac.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know much about the sauces on the Big Mac because I don't eat anything with the word salad in it.
According to the internet, Hellman's Big H burger sauce existed in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Made in 1979. Interesting.
Huh.
And you know, one of the funny things is I'm not a huge fan of pickles. I will eat them.
Oh,
But, like,
yeah.
I've-
According to this article, it was pretty much a perfect copy of the special sauce.
Yeah, from what I recall, it tasted just, that's probably McDonald's probably put it into that. It's probably why you can't get it anymore. But like I said many times, I will eat pickles, but they, like, I made the joke a long time ago about, you know, the sauce, the juice getting in dough and making it dill flavored dildo. But honestly, no, they are overpowering, but I will eat them. But the funny thing is, from what I understand, there are like diced up pickles in that Big Mac sauce. And I do love the sauce. So I don't know, maybe low quantities or whatever. Pickles are cool. But no offense to Wendy. I know she's on a pickle kick. But so William Shakespeare cleared the whole debate up. We were discussing, do you pick this up like a man and eat it, or do you use a knife and fork? He says requires eating with a fork. Lift.
Okay, that is manly.
And
Using
that,
power
man,
tools helps.
yeah, that would be nothing more. Yeah, so there we go. We got to devise a way to eat it with power tools. Nothing more manly than eating that with some power tools. KR says, I prefer the Big Mick from McDowell's. Is that a real thing? McDowell's, is that a real, or was that in Coming to America? Was that like the fake McDonald's in Coming to America? I never heard of McDowell's.
Oh,
Wait, hold on. If you get the reference, we can be friends. Coming to America, right? Was that right? Are we friends?
okay, that's weird.
Pickles from Death Clock. Would you say
Would you
Fit for
say
Hire?
Fit for Hire?
I do, yeah, Death Clock. I do love me some Death Clock. I haven't seen it in a long time. I used to watch that cartoon, or whatever you want to call it, religiously. I do have the first couple seasons on DVD, so I should break that there out and watch that again. But I do love that. I can't do the voices like Stark of Iron, but
I haven't seen that anything past like season 1, and even then I didn't see all the episodes. Mostly because it was at a time when I had basically stopped watching TV altogether, so I only saw it sporadically at friends' houses.
Mm.
I do have. I probably have.
Still have all the records, but I never really watched the show.
Oh, sweet. Kara says that is correct. See, I thought so. I was right, man. See, buds. We're buds, man. Coming to America. Yep, I remember that. Remember that movie. I was never a big, huge Eddie Murphy fan, but that's one of those things where, like, it would come on HBO, and I like when I saw James Earl Jones was in it, I had to watch it. No, that is a pretty funny movie, Coming to America. That is a pretty good one. Yeah. Tim confirms Coming to America. Now, I heard a rumble there for a while. They were supposed to make a part 2 or something, some kind of sequel. I hope they don't. First of all, James Earl Jones can't be in it.
Yeah.
And Arsenio Hall, is he even still around? I guess he's still around, right?
Yeah, he's still around. They briefly brought back his talk show so Hillary could go on it in the 2016 election.
Yeah.
Jeez.
They say that was part of the reason why Bill won in the 91-92 election.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, he was hip and cool. Being on the Arsenio Hall show.
Yeah,
I used to watch
saxophone.
Arsenio was cool though. I got to give him that. It was a cool talk show. I was not super huge on talk shows, but man, he had bands. Lenrod, he had bands like Megadeth and stuff on all the time.
Yeah,
Wrestlers like the Ultimate Warrior, man, Macho Man, and all always on there. So I did watch Arsenio. It was pretty cool, pretty hip.
at that time in history, I think I was watching Static mostly.
Yeah.
Because we had an antenna and we live in a radio dead zone. So I think we could barely tune in CBS, so it was just Bugs Bunny on Saturdays. That's about it.
Jason Love says there's a crust for that pepper burger. Bet it's cheese stuffed. Oh yeah, stuffed crust. Now see, I could live with that crust. Stuffed crust under that thing yet.
Oh yeah,
Man, that's a heart attack waiting to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hold on. There is a Coming to America too. They did it years ago.
yeah. That's
I was
right,
not aware of that even. Huh. Coming to America. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Can't imagine it was good anyway. What about Golden Child 48 Hours? I remember seeing bits and pieces of Golden Child again as an HBO kid and 48 Hours, but I don't really remember him. The thing of it was, I did used to. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. He was. Let me take that burger off there. That's distracting me.
Keep thinking about it.
Yeah. Now, Arsenio was Eddie Murphy? He was one of the original cast members of Saturday Night Live, or early?
No, he was
came out a
later.
little later.
Later.
Yeah.
He's still with the original cast on the show, but he was added later.
Yeah.
Because I remember watching old Saturday Night Live and reruns, and I did see some with him on, and I don't know, I just didn't really find him funny on there, so I guess it just spilled over to his movies. I didn't really have a desire to see his movies because I didn't find him funny so much on there.
Mhm.
So. I want the knife. Yeah, you know what, man? You know what's cool? So I'm glad that the sweltering heat is finally going away. And now I'm not looking forward to heating bills and things like that. But, man, my favorite time of the year is coming, man. Might have to do like a whole month of like Halloween and horror movies and stuff like that. Lenrod, you a fan? I know Raymond's not. You a fan of horror, Lenrod?
Not a lot of horror. There are some movies that I do really love, though.
Okay, we'll have to talk about whatever those. John, you fan of horror? No.
Some of it, yeah.
Okay.
There's
So
a lot
I
of
could.
it that's- yeah.
Yeah,
I like
some
the
of it.
like old Universal horror. I love those movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are. You know what? My favorite one, and don't laugh. My favorite one, though, and I will have to watch it again soon. Is and I consider it to be one. Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. I love that.
Yes.
That
was
movie
one of my
is
favorite
canon
movies.
with all the Universal films too.
Cool.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, I love that movie. That is right up there. I mean, almost like a Halloween tradition for me. That yeah. So I'll probably soon be breaking that out.
I got the original original Dracula film on VHS that I found at a thrift store, and it gets like a yearly watch.
Very Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of humor or horror movies, except no, I don't even have any of the old stuff. I'd rather get the old stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I've made no secret about it. I really, really love Halloween. Like, for some reason, I have more Friday the 13th stuff, but man, you can't beat the 1978 Halloween. I love John Carpenter. Just
Yeah.
so many of his movies. I mean, Big Trouble in Little China is another movie we got to talk about on here one of these days. One of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
So much classic stuff in that thing. But yeah, I definitely love Halloween. The original Halloween is the theme. I mean, everything. It just has that feel. It takes me back to when I was a little kid. And again, another one of those movies where they've redone it many times. There's so many sequels, but that grainy, gritty, 1970s feel that can't be duplicated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I will put that first one. You can make that remake that 100 more times. I don't care who you get to direct it, right? I will go back to that original, period. So, the movie Coming to America 2 was on Amazon. Not even sure I want to see it, to be honest with you. Eddie Murphy considered for Star Trek 4. He was in the Catherine Hicks role, or something like her role as the whale handler. Ugh, man, that would have been different, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would have really changed the movie.
Well, that's kind of like it's long been said that George Lucas really wanted Tupac to be Mace Windu, is what I heard, back in the day. That would have been a whole different thing,
You got a rapper instead of an actor.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Sammy J was the best possible choice for Mace Windu because he's just one of those good actors,
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Very recognizable and has a wide body of work.
Yeah.
And seeing him play a character that doesn't drop F-bombs every other sentence really opened him up there. It's like, oh, look, he can do more than just, say F words.
Yeah. Yeah, it showed how diverse he was, actually, yeah. Kara says, if you like horror, avoid weapons. It's overrated as what. I hear people talking about it. I don't watch. Listen, it takes a lot to get me to watch anything new. And I guess talking about new things, that's a good segue into Alien Earth. Okay. One of the few things new that I have watched. Have any of you guys seen Alien Earth?
What's that?
Okay. So Disney, all right, owns the Alien universe now, I suppose, and they're doing a show called Alien Earth.
They own Fox, so rights to it.
By default, it's Disney, a Disney product. I wanted to go into it hating it, and I'm not so sure that won't eventually happen because they do. They can throw some good stuff at you, and then they turn it around and do their thing. But so far, 3 episodes in, I just watched the newest episode today. As a matter of fact. Pretty decent. I mean, if you like the Alien movies, has a good feel. I can't really say anything more than like Doomcock and the guys did on Wednesday. There are a couple little nitpicks here or there, but as far as a series, I mean, it really has the Alien feel. The critters, there are some new like alien species and stuff. So far, what happens is there's like this company had a science vessel collecting alien species and stuff. And anyway, not to give anything away, but the ship ends up returning to Earth. It crashes into a building, and they're trying to contain things and stuff. So I won't get in depth, but it's pretty good so far. And I will say one of the highlights to me is Timothy Olyphant is in it, and I have to agree with the guys again on Pop Culture Breakdown. They're saying how great he is in this. John, is that drawer directly under a microphone? I can tell.
As a matter of fact, it is. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can tell. That's no. So there you go. There's the sound effect of the spaceship crashing as it returns to Earth.
Yeah, there you go.
So that was meant to be. We're professionals here. But yeah, Timothy Olyphant. Man, is he looking like a ray of light in this thing. The Book of Boba Fett, kind of getting off topic here. A lot of people hate the Book of Boba Fett, and it's not great, but I can watch it. And one of the highlights of the Book of Boba Fett to me was Timothy Oliphant's portrayal of Cobb Vanth in that. Well, Timothy Oliphant is kicking ass in this. He's playing like people are saying it reminds them a lot of like Blade Runner. That universe is kind of intermingling with the Alien universe, and people are speculating that like Timothy Oliphant might be a Nexus 6 and all that stuff. So he's like he's like a synthetic, I guess they call him, not really an android or anything, but his character is really, really cool. And I'm optimistic. I like where it's going so far. But again, we all know what Disney does. You know, they tend to pull out their rug out from under you at some point. So and I can't really say much more about it than that. But if you guys have the opportunity to see it, I think you can catch it on Hulu, I think, or it's an FX. It's a Fox, thing. So anywhere you can catch any of that stuff, it's worth a watch. I thought it was pretty decent. Some good violence and gore and stuff in it. But like I said, definitely has the Alien vibe if you're a fan of it. Like I didn't like any. I've seen some of those what were they, prequels to Prometheus and all that crap and all. I don't know. I didn't think it was that great. But this is promising, so definitely recommend it so far. But I have a feeling I'll be changing my mind down the road. But anyway, there's that. So if you guys get a chance, check it out. What did KR say here? He said his pal Adam F. Goldberg is one of the writers on the new Halloween video game. There's a video game? Like as the movies, you're talking Michael Myers, a video game? That'd be kind of neat. I know there's a Friday the 13th one. My kids used to play it. One of their favorite video games. So that'd be kind of cool. There's new video game Halloween. You can play as survivors or the shape itself. Apparently it is. Looks promising, but like Lord Doomcock says, take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, okay. So there's a new Halloween video game. That's kind of neat. I don't play, but that I might take a crack at.
Wrong one.
What's this? Let me put it this way. I dare you to watch Coming to America. You dare me. So let's see. Coming to America was woke. Okay, avoid it. Yeah. Why they got to ruin everything?
Because it's ruinable.
Lopan.
They can
Oh,
be
yeah.
ruined if they want it to.
Lopan. We're talking Big Trouble in Little China. Yeah, that's coming up too. One of these, maybe even next week. Maybe that'll be the topic next week. Big Trouble in Little China. I got me a poster. We've got Jack Burton hanging right here just for like every day. So that's one of my inspirations, man. I'm all down in the dumps and not feeling creative. I look over there and I think, what would Jack Burton do? Okay, yeah. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It actually was a pretty darn good movie.
I love that movie. Kara says, I like Alien.
Flop.
Yeah, it was, but it has become an undisputed cult classic for sure. And I always loved it. But KR says, I like Alien Earth so far. Timothy Fantastic lives up to the name. Yes, he does, man. He you know what he reminds me of? I was never on the what the hell is his name? Jeff Goldblum. I was never huge on Jeff Goldblum. I saw this Fly as a kid and all. It creeped me out. All of that there. Great horror movie and stuff. But it wasn't until Jurassic Park where I took notice to that he just had a style, right? He just had a style about him. And that's what I'm noticing. I'm getting like the same vibe with Timothy Oliphant. He has a vibe. He certainly has a certain way of delivering lines and stuff like that is really, really cool. I'm really liking him. So I hope this doesn't end up sucking. I really don't, because I don't want to have, because you know how that goes. If this goes woke or it goes downhill, you know what I mean? Now, I don't want Timothy Oliphant in something like that. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to hate on a guy because he's in something crap, because he's a really good actor. I really, really like him. So,
yeah.
And I'm sure, he's pre-read scripts and things like that, so he knows where it's going. So anyway. That one chick from Ghostbusters 2016 is in it. Plus, they destroy the original for jokes on emasculation. Is that was that Coming to America too? Are we still talking about?
Probably.
Yeah, because I really don't even want to see it. Yeah, like again, because James Earl Jones can't be in it. I mean, unless they digitally did something, but I can't imagine it had that big of a budget, especially if it was just on Amazon.
I don't remember hearing about it.
Coming to America was, for me, very forgettable. And I liked Eddie Murphy.
I like the first one.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. It was pretty neat. There's some hot black women in that too, from what I recall.
Yeah.
So Jason Love says that Halloween game did look promising.
Who's there?
Kirsch in the show. That's right. Yes. I'm terrible with names, man. I'm terrible with names. By the end of the season or whatever, I'll probably remember. Oh, John Carpenter is. I wonder if that'll have music provided by John Carpenter, the video game. The video game will be executive produced by John Carpenter. That's pretty cool. I do have a soundtrack. I rarely buy like movie soundtracks and stuff like that, but I do have a John Carpenter one. It says a lot of his great stuff on it. Of course, Halloween. But I mean, I have other Halloween CDs, like the season Halloween that has like the Halloween theme on it. But I specifically bought this one, even though it has a jack-o'-lantern on the cover and stuff like that. When I saw that the theme to Big Trouble in Little China was on there, I was like, sold. Shut up and take my money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
KR says, Kurt Russell has not made a bad movie. I will die on this hill. I can't really argue. I mean, there are some that are better than others. I will just say that. But when it comes to actors, man, Kurt Russell and Mel Gibson are just two of my favorites. It's hard for them to do wrong in my eyes. They're just two guys that, like, you kind of know what you're getting. You know, there's no surprises. They're great actors. Like I said, a lot of people dislike Escape from L.A. I love Escape from L.A., man. Appion's channel back probably a couple years ago now at this point. He had a show called The Hill That I Die On, and I selected that movie, and we discussed why I loved it, and even though it was kind of a bomb and stuff. And by the end of that, man, like everybody that was there was kind of like, yeah, this is a pretty good movie. So
it predicted a lot of future stuff. I mean, it had the trans guy in it.
Yeah.
In LA,
Hershey.
so it makes sense.
Yeah, Hershey. But even like some weird ones too. I remember another Kurt Russell movie I love. I still love. Was one called Breakdown. I haven't seen it in forever, but where him and his wife were driving across country, and a bunch of like rednecky hoodlums kidnap his wife because they think he's a rich guy, and try to get a ransom out of him and stuff like that. And he goes all Kurt Russell and gets her back, even though he's just like, he's not anything like Kurt Russell normally in this. He's just like a businessman and stuff. But man, he gets his wife back and stuff. So that's a great one too. Breakdown. Another good one. Kara says,
a little Chuck Norris on his ass, did he?
Not to that extent, but KR loves Escape from LA too. Great production design. Absolutely. That's a beautiful looking movie too. But yeah, by the way, the CGI was a little rough. It was back in the early days. That being said, other than that, I love that.
It would have been better if they used actual models instead of the CG, but I imagine they were trying to just make their money back on the movie.
Yeah.
It's like CG was expensive back then, yeah, but that was still pretty low-end CG, so I imagine they probably did it because it was cheaper.
Yeah. Logata says, The Thing, Stargate, love the movies and the film score. Honestly, I got to say, that's something that's kind of on my bucket list. I've never seen Stargate, and you'd think I would have, but I haven't.
It's an all right movie.
I definitely got to watch it.
The TV series is definitely a lot better, though.
Kara says, in fact, Ryan Johnson ripped off the Luke Skywalker scene in The Last Jedi from Snake Plissken at the end of Escape from L.A. I could see that. Yeah. And that's one of the reasons why it didn't fit for Luke Skywalker. That's Snake Plissken is Snake Plissken, not Luke Skywalker.
So true. I liked him in Guardians of the Galaxy, too.
See, I didn't care for that one as much, and I wanted to because Kurt was in it, but I only really liked the first Guardians, man. Other than that, I don't know. And I just recently saw the third one, and I don't know.
I still
do
haven't
anything
seen
for
the
me.
third one.
It's worth a view, but
Marble High.
that's probably all it'll ever get from me is one view.
I have to go bug my brother. My youngest brother most likely has it on Blu-ray by now. In fact, he probably had it a year ago or more. As soon as it was on Blu-ray, he probably got it.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel bad because I have the other two, but I don't know. Whatever. If I can ever get it cheap, maybe. William says, I got to stand up for Book of Boba Fett, episode number 2, Tribes of Tatooine. Fett's spiritual journey. I feel that's one of the best episodes of anything that Disney ever did, which is a short list itself. True. There are things, people hated on the Book of Boba Fett so bad, and there's a lot of bad in it. There is a lot of bad. I don't dispute that, but I don't know. There were some decent things about it. I almost hope. Tamora Morrison has been pushing for a long time to either redo it or do a season 2, so we can kind of do it the right way. That's sure.
Yeah, tech going the way it is, you could probably just redo it when the fans do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Casey's Creepy Creations, gotta go. Night all right, man. Thanks a lot for stopping by. You rock, buddy. You rock, man.
Mm-hmm.
So glad to know that you're doing well, and everyone. Darn it, I didn't know you'd be coming by. I don't have your link, but I will definitely put your link when the stream is over. I will track it down and put it in the description of this here video, so everyone watching in the replay, if you haven't already, check out Casey's Creepy Creations, man. He tells stories and he does like AI videos that accompany him and stuff. They're really, really cool. So definitely throw a subscription Casey's way. Definitely deserves it. He's working his ass off over there. So you have a great night, Casey.
Take care, man.
Yep. Laters, dude.
Bye, Casey.
Come on.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Oh, yeah, I forgot David Hasselhoff was in it. He says, Dances with Sand People, really? No, there were some lame things in the Book of Boba Fett. I'm not saying there weren't. Most of all, that little gang with them their fancy little scooters and stuff. Yeah, no, there are a lot of things I wish I could change about it. But I think I'm just kind of... I wanted Tamora to play Boba Fett for so long. It's just... like, if I really think about how bad Disney screwed them, like, I really can't stand Disney now. I'd go on an all-out like war on Disney, and not that being a little tiny YouTuber like me could really, but I mean, I would just rant and rave all the time because Boba Fett is my character, and I just can't. It was bad. I'm not saying that it was great, but like I just gotta have tunnel vision. I gotta find the good in it because it was one thing what they did to the Last Jedi and Luke Skywalker. I loved Luke Skywalker as a kid. Mark Hamill, when I was a little kid, was my hero. But that has changed. I'm more into the villains now. I like Boba Fett, and I don't know. I've tried to find the good in the Book of Boba Fett because I really, really like Tamora Morrison. I mean, I've never heard him say anything that was really woke. I mean, I'm not going to hate the guy because he was in a Disney production. I mean, they own Star Wars. What are you going to do? How's he going to play? Yeah. He's going to play Boba Fett in a fan film, it sucks. Okay, cool. There we go. There's Casey's. Thank you, William Shake Spielberg. He tracked it down. Casey's Creepy Creations. You folks ought to check that out. It's really cool, especially with Halloween coming up. You really want to listen to somebody. Your kids would probably even get a kick out of some of these stories and tales and everything. They're very creative. So definitely for Halloween, you want to check out Casey's Creepy Creations. Look out. SP4H is here. He says, okay, I'm here now. Where's the hookers and blow? John was just talking about, he was talking about, where the strippers, there were strippers.
ASP.
But yeah. SP4H, man. Yeah. Now we got like the Doomcroc crowd is really here.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I guess I said all I can say on Book of Boba Fett. Like I said, just a soft spot for Tamora Morrison, I guess, is really all that comes down to. Anyhow, hopefully one day that Wrong will get righted.
Ah,
What happened?
found it.
Uh-oh.
You found the strippers?
Well, let me see.
Uh-oh. I have a feeling I know what he's been looking for. You might want to stick around, SP4H.
Yeah. Come on, come on.
Kara says, that's cool. I say when it comes to pop culture war, believe in something or fight for nothing. Yeah. I definitely can't stand Disney. I believe in Tamora, though. There's a good Boba Fett movie or TV show or something in him. He's like I always say about Kane Hodder in the Jason movies. Kane Hodder was in what, like 4 of the movies? And there's some of the most god-awful movies, but he was a killer Jason in it. And I think Tamora, given the chance, there's a good Boba Fett, something or other there, as long as he's playing Boba. SP40 says, hi, everyone.
Hello.
Oh,
Come
hello.
on, here we go.
All right, because I do have something I want to try to read without getting all pissed off here before we get into Superman.
Whoop. There we go.
Well, we've already been here for 2 hours and 20 minutes, so
Yeah.
Yes, don't go
we're
anywhere.
doing good.
I needed to wet my whistle a little bit. SP4A says, I'd have been here sooner, but I had a prior engagement. That's fine, man. Glad you're here
What
now.
could possibly be more important than this?
Everything. No, but seriously,
Whoop.
thanks for being here, man. Hey, listen, like I always say, hey, there's a lot of competition on Saturday nights. I get that. There's a lot of places to be here on YouTube even. So, hey, don't forget, man, you can always watch live streams on replays. A lot of people don't even know, but if you go to your favorite YouTuber's channel, okay, there's going to be tabs, up the top of the screen there where it'll say like videos, shorts, live. Click on that there live, right? And you can rewatch anything just because you missed it the night before. I mean, hey, listen, I would love to be on Pop Culture Breakdown every Wednesday. Unfortunately, my damn work schedule. When they were Sunday nights, I used to Sunday and Wednesday night are my busiest nights at work. When they were Sunday, I was like, man, I wish they'd move it to another night. Yeah, they moved it to Wednesday, the other busiest night of the week for me. But
Yeah.
I always go back and watch it. And here's the thing. For some reason, it's hard to find things like Pop Culture Breakdown, like the next day. I really think Doomcock should make like a playlist or something where he could, put them all in so we could find them. But what I try to do is pop in real quick on my break so that Pop Culture Breakdown is in my history so that after work, all I got to do is go into my history and it's there. It makes life a little easier for me. So there's a little trick that I do. So definitely. Watch your favorite YouTubers, even losers like me. Watch the replays, and because the views help. You know what I mean? The views really help. Even if you only put it on in the background, you're running a vacuum cleaner. You're not even paying attention. Just throw it on. Me, Doomcock, that there Dolphin guys pose. Anybody, the views really, 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 really. YouTube is really making it difficult. Really making it difficult.
Check your Facebook messages.
Oh God. I'm scared. Hold on.
So am I.
We're back to moving slow like my
Aha.
boy.
I'm vindicated.
Uh-oh, what happened?
SP4H doesn't write.
What would you write? What happened? I'm trying to bring up
more
Facebook.
important.
Oh, cool, man. I'm flattered.
And now he feels shame. Aha.
I didn't get anything yet, John.
You didn't? Let's see. Yes.
Hold on, maybe it's just slow on my end. Yeah, I didn't get a notification
on my end.
Oh,
That's
geez,
slow
John.
on-
Between the
Oh,
two
you
of us,
got it?
maybe next week we'll be able to bring this up next week, folks. Between him being slow and me being slow. Hold on. No, this is Tim just popped
Give it a
up.
good swift kick.
Yeah.
Oh, Tim sent me a link. Oh, they tried to do a Coming to America TV series too. Oh God. Oh geez.
That's what they try doing in a lot of shows. Let's make it a streaming show. Yeah.
Okay. Wait.
Is it there?
Yo, there's some sort of. Is this like there's no nudity or anything, is there, John?
No.
Because I've never seen this before. I got it, but there's a blue screen over it and it says click to see post.
Oh, I get that a lot.
Huh. That's weird. I never I don't
Artificially censored.
So I'm clicking on it, but hold on, thanks to the delay, the lag on my end now. Sometime in this century, we might get to view this picture. So now I got to spin with the Facebook F. We're getting there. We're making progress.
Almost there.
Okay. Now I get to come back to Restream. And now my Restream's not coming. Okay, there we are. All right. Holy smokes. Okay.
It's like your video occasionally freezes, but the audio is still perfectly fine.
That's weird. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I am freezing. Hold on. All right. We should have Feds incoming. Okay, did it come up?
There it is.
There it is, man. Look at John, man. He even has the dollar out, man. He's ready.
Yeah.
He's ready, man.
Now, are you able to enlarge that?
Any bigger?
A little bigger?
Yeah, a little bit.
There you go.
There you go. That was me in 1987 at Toppers in Wilkes-Barre. I was so cute.
Man, John, you're right out of a freaking 38 special video, dude.
Yep.
Well, you know who the girl is, don't you?
Oh, I know you told me before, but you know my memory.
Amy Baxter, Don Johnson's girlfriend.
Oh, very nice.
And the butt touches there.
Yeah.
I can see a little something here too. Oh, she's slipping right out of that top.
Oh, YouTube flagged you. Look
Oh yeah, we better get that down. Oh, that's right. Jeez, I pointed it out too.
YouTube doesn't like beautiful women, or at least the feminists who run YouTube don't like beautiful women.
What do you mean they flagged it? What are they?
The flag is too hot to handle.
William says, "Get that hand just a little bit lower, Fez."
Yep.
And
Derek
Cabane says, "Impressive,
right.
most impressive."
Yep. That was back in the good old days.
I remember 1987. Wait, no, I don't. Actually, no. I think I do have a memory from like 1987. Yeah. 87 or 88. I remember it was winter.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, my younger brother had just been born. I remember we were both in the crib. And my dad had the stereo on, and ZZ Top's LaGrange came on the stereo. My dad went to turn up the volume. And my mom's like, "No, don't do that. You'll scare the kids." And I'm like, "Nah, go louder." So my dad cranked it up anyway, and I was rocking out.
Nice.
I was like 1 year old.
Jeez, man, I was in high school in '87. Now I feel old. Thanks, Learn Lord.
Peculiar to have that far back.
I was still in Germany in 1987.
Holy cow. The homeland for me.
Motherland. I think in Germany it's fatherland. Anyway.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah,
wait. Glad I caught this. We got one Miskatonic Madman in here. No hover hand there. Nice.
Hey,
I think I popped that up before. I just looked at the comment and I didn't realize who it was. So, okay. So, awesome. Well, thanks thanks for the nice, pleasant thing that you brought up there, John. Because I'm going to bring up something that kind of pisses me off before we get into
Aw.
Superman. But yeah, well, I got to go this route. We can't
Yeah.
Get
not go
low
this
so we
route
can get
here.
high later.
So I'm going to bring something up here. Yeah, we'll get. It's kind of like, do you want the good or do you want the bad first? I like to go with
Let's
the
do
bad,
the
get it
ugly.
out of the way.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're gonna.
That's why my camera's off.
Hold on.
That end, the batteries are dead in the
Okay,
phone.
so I'm going to bring this screen up. I'm going to bring this screen up, and let's go here before we go there. So, all right. Filmmakers claim the late Superman actor Christopher Reeve would have opposed who,
brother.
the man in the
Why is this even
man in the
relevant?
White House.
He's an actor.
Exactly. I'm going to get to that. Yeah, I'm going to get to that in a second. Late Superman star Christopher Reeve would have spoken out against President Donald Trump if he were alive today, according to the filmmakers behind his documentary. Well, don't they know it all?
Yeah.
Super/Man, the Christopher Reeve story, directors Peter Guy and Ian Bonaholt spoke to the Hollywood Reporter on Tuesday about the act. See, I normally mess words up. I didn't even attempt to say those right because I don't really care.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Hollywood Reporter on Tuesday about the actor's activist work, particularly for the disability rights, after his tragic horse riding accident that left him paralyzed from the neck down. Okay, so that guy, the guy part, the Buttigieg guy, pointed out that even prior to his accident, Reeve spoke on behalf of other issues such as artistic expression and housing. Nothing wrong with that. There was a certain property developer in New York who wanted to develop a horrific modern town plan, and Reeve led the objections to it, that guy said to the Hollywood Reporter. The property developer was, of course, who. Of course it was.
Yeah.
The filmmakers added that actor Jeff Daniels. So now we got to work this in here because Jeff Daniels just recently ran his mouth.
Yeah.
So we're going to bring Jeff Daniels into it because who worked with Reeve on Broadway in 1980. So of course, I mean, Christopher Reeve is going to oppose Donald Trump also because at one time he worked with Christopher Reeve. So of course, Christopher Reeve is going to go with Jeff Daniels because birds of a feather and all that there. So anyway, told them Reeve would have gone so far as to run against Trump. Okay, so, but he wouldn't have entered for his own gain. Bonaholt said the way he was engaged with people was not just for alliance and power. He saw things could be changed for the better for American people, kind of like what the president is doing or trying to do for people right now. So Superman director's brother says anti-immigrant MAGA people are against the American way. Whatever. Ted Jujui added, he grew up in a privileged, possibly even slightly entitled background, but he was a very kind man. He realized that he had certain advantages in life. And I think he always evinced that kindness and empathy with other people. But it took a whole new nature after the accident. During his life, Reeve regularly endorsed Democratic candidates such as Bill Clinton and Al Gore. He gave a speech in the 1996 Democratic National Convention 1 year after his accident. Reeve was also critical of Republican presidents such as Ronald Reagan and George W. Bush. Prior to his death in 2004, Reeve spoke out against Bush for his opposition to embryonic stem cell research. So, okay. So sorry for stuttering through that. This time it's not because I'm dumb. It's because I'm a little mad. Because what we have here is the same thing that Mark Hamill attempted to do before the election, was try to resurrect Carrie Fisher and make her like, oh, she wouldn't have voted for who. I hate when they do stuff like this because, first of all, I don't care if you knew Christopher Reeve 5 minutes ago, let alone 20, 30, 40 years ago, whatever it may be. People change. People change. There was a time when I've said many times, I never cared about Donald Trump. Okay. I never, he's always on Entertainment Tonight, all that stuff. That's when I changed the channel. The thing of it is when you look at the administration that is currently in the office, in the White House, a lot of them were Democrats at one time,
Mhm.
including people seem to forget
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
Yeah.
He was a Democrat for a very long
Tulsi
time.
Gabbard. Right. Tulsi Gabbard, former Democrat.
Ronald Reagan, former.
Robert Kennedy Jr.,
Yeah, Reagan was formerly Democrat.
former
Yeah.
Democrat.
Yeah.
Okay. And just because he disagreed with policies that the former Republican presidents had, that's like saying, well, I don't like Biden because I didn't like, Obama.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That would even make more sense because they were the same administration. So Biden was. So anyway, I didn't intend for this to get super duper political.
Yeah.
But my point being is like, people change,
Mhm.
right? You have no right to be saying who you think this, because it's all speculation
Yeah.
anyway. So I could say, well, I think that he would see the good that this current administration has done for people with disabilities,
Yeah.
people of all walks of life, and maybe just maybe, he wouldn't be on your side these days. And to throw out the fact that because Jeff Daniels said something. That's just,
Yeah.
they're reaching, they're cherry picking things. They're trying to get you, like, because their ship is sinking, and they're trying to say they're capitalizing on now because everyone's talking, including me, talking with this new Superman movie. Christopher Reeve is my Superman. There's no Superman like Christopher Reeve. So of course we're going to happen to do a documentary, and we're going to publicly put out this newsletter or whatever that I think he would have voted against Donald Trump and things like that. Knock it off.
Yeah.
Knock that shit off. You have no idea how any person that is no longer among the living would vote currently. I mean, he could change his opinion tomorrow. You know what I mean? I have lived with people, okay, during the first term who hated Donald Trump, and saw the good that he was doing, and completely. I've worked with people even who flipped their things. So anyway, that's what I want to say on that. You know what I mean? Regardless, and I don't care, even if he would oppose the current administration, he's still my Superman. So your article makes no difference in my life whatsoever. He will still be my Superman. He's not voting for anybody.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Let the guy rest in peace.
I don't think. Yes, exactly. Let him rest in peace. Let Carrie Fisher rest in peace. Why does everything have to be brought to politics and things? Like I said, I almost can't wait till the next 3 years are over. Because I'm hoping people can go back to getting along, but I don't know. I'm afraid the damage is so done that.
And I have the same problem with Jeff Daniels you have with Mark Hamill, because if you remember, he played the one colonel who did that charge down Little Round Top in the movie Gettysburg. Chamberlain, Joshua Chamberlain.
Yep.
And he did such a magnificent job in that. He was great in that role. And then recently he starts slapping off his mouth about Trump and all this and getting all political.
All right. Yeah, but don't forget, he also played Dumb and Dumber. So
I don't think he was playing.
So anyway. No, apparently no. Now I think you're right about
that. Such a disappointment.
KR says, I think Grumpy Cat would have voted for Trump. Yeah, no, I mean, he's deceived. No, yeah, maybe.
Grumpy Cat was a mean machine.
Yeah, he says, he also points out, Dems founded the you-know-what.
Yeah.
But we don't talk about that either. No, it's funny how we gloss over that. We gloss over that. Yeah, I don't know. It's so frustrating, the whole entire thing. I wish I could go back to, like I said, before 2016, I didn't even really pay attention. I always leaned a certain way and things, but whatever. It was what it was. I didn't care. I want to go back to not caring.
Yeah.
I hate this whole thing.
Yeah.
When the new religion is politics at all costs, there's people just like ramming their religion down your throat.
Yeah.
But instead of Jesus freaks, it's political freaks now.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like that article I just read or attempted to read because I was so mad I couldn't get it out. But they're weaponizing are heroes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They can't even let a dead guy rest. They need to use it as some kind of political statement.
Yeah.
It's like, shut up. That's why I want my Superman to be non-political. To be honest
Yeah.
with you, I would prefer if Christopher Reeve was still alive to not know either way, because he's Superman. He just fights for truth and justice and the American way, not the human way, the American
Bingo.
way. Okay, so let the guy rest in peace. Keep his name out of your mouth. End of it. Williams says Dems were also the slavery supporting party during the Civil War. We ain't talking about that either. No, exactly. No, we don't. I don't know. People are brainwashed. People are brainwashed. Just by again, I understand why people don't like DT. I get it. Would he sit down and break bread with me? No. Would I have anything in common to talk to him about? No. That's not why I want him in the office. I want him to fix this.
Well, if the president called you up and said,
Okay.
"Hey, let's have lunch," I'm pretty sure you can't say no.
Oh,
like-
I would. But I
Like,
mean,
how often do you get to say I had lunch with the president?
now, Joe Biden was an imbecile.
Yes.
But even like back in the day, if Barack Obama would have called and said, I would have probably said yeah, just because I wanted to see the White House. Now, a bumbling idiot like Joe Biden, no, I don't see any prestige and honor in meeting that gentleman. But yeah, I mean, you're supposed to respect the office of the president, no matter who's
I'll argue that
in
Joe
there,
Biden was
okay?
actually a genius, because that man
Yeah.
flip-flopped every single second that he was in office, and he stayed in office for decades. He was a brilliant person when it came to politics.
True.
Yeah.
You have a point there. You
Because you
definitely
gotta
do
remember,
have a point
politicians,
there.
their job isn't actually the position that they're being elected to. Their job is to just get elected and then get reelected. That is their job.
Yeah. Pretty much.
You're right there.
SP4A says facts don't care about feelings. Unfortunately, the opposite is true as well. A person's feelings doesn't care about the facts. And then he also says, the point with my previous statement is you can argue with someone with logic and facts and common sense until you're blue in the face. They don't care. Exactly.
When you're emotionally
People are just
attached to a
tone deaf.
subject, it doesn't matter. All it matters is whether or not you can make them feel good. The only way you can change their mind is to affect their emotional state somehow.
Yeah.
That's why we had to fight Japan with flamethrowers and atom bombs.
Kara says, I'm a realist. I just call it BS as I see it and I make my decisions based on deductive reason and accountability. I judge people on the merit and strength of their character, nothing else.
Judge by
That's
your
the way it
actions,
should
not
be.
by your words.
You know?
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. And not by what people tell you. I mean, you find it out for yourself. You know what I mean? It's not going to hurt you to do a little research, not just because somebody told you Orange Man bad and this and that.
Yeah.
I mean, really? You just can't argue with ignorance. I've tried. I think we all have. I think we've all had our share of arguing with ignorance.
Yeah, I worked at a university. I know where you're coming from.
Oh, geez. The breeding ground of a lot of this crap we're dealing with today. Universities all over the country.
Well, it was around the time they asked me to do a campus-wide bathroom survey of all the locks on all the bathrooms for the transgender people. What? I'll do the survey because it's a survey. I need that information myself. But for the transgender people, no. And I mean,
survey says. Ding, ding, ding.
And here's the thing. I went to work there in 2001. Every year, the students did a little parade around the campus with the flags of whatever country they came from. American flag was always first up until 2003.
As it should be.
They started putting it in the back. And
that's ridiculous.
I was getting really pissed off with that. And it got worse and worse over the years. I mean, fully 1/3 of the student body by the time I left was from communist China. What does that tell you? It's an engineering school, business school. They're coming over to learn what we know and then take the jobs back with them to, Happy Land there, the home of Winnie the Pooh. And Just couldn't stand it anymore. That and the backstabbing in my office. That was when I said the hell with it.
Going back to the flag, man, disrespecting the flag is one of the most scumbag moves you could possibly
Yep.
do.
Yeah.
Like, so, and again, I blame a lot of that on the school system, not emphasizing over the last couple of decades that flag not only represents current America, but it represents the past and all the people, men and women, who have died.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Not just straight men and straight women, but gay women, everybody. So that flag it already represents everyone. So, your rainbow group, you're already represented in that flag.
Yeah.
As well as everyone else. So to burn that thing, man, oh God, that I don't want to go down that road.
Yeah.
That just infuriates me like you wouldn't believe.
Well, this is the thing. They died to defend
Like,
their
and you see these
freedom,
people like
to be assholes, and to have their septum rings and their face tattoos. That would have never been tolerated if we had lost those wars.
Well, the thing of it is you see all the time. Like I see on Twitter, especially, somebody takes and burns a rainbow flag, and what should be done to this person? What should be nothing?
Yeah.
I mean, the same thing that happens is to scumbags that are burning the American flag. I mean, why should someone have criminal charges placed against them? Godzilla. If people who burn the American flag don't get criminal charges against them, so what? That rainbow flag only represents a group of people.
And a very small one at that.
12%.
Well, regardless, if that's a hate crime, then burning the American flag is a super duper hate crime because you're burning not only that small group, but the entire group of the United States. You know what I mean? So here's my answer to that. The people who ask what should happen to someone who burns a rainbow flag, well, it should be half of what happens to somebody that burns the American flag, because that should be the ultimate penalty. The ultimate price would be burning the American flag. You don't like this country, get the fuck out. I'm sorry. I try not cursing all night. But that one there, you don't like it, get out.
Yeah.
You don't have to be here. I don't understand these people. They think they're going to change this country, right, to what they imagine it to be. Why? Just go somewhere else. You know what I mean? Go somewhere else. You want to be gay and you want to promote like Islam and stuff? Go over there. See what happens to you. Go over there.
I love the Gays for Palestine movement. It's like you guys do realize that they would stone every single one of you to death, right?
Yeah.
That is one of the dumbest things ever. But they're not the most intelligent people.
No, they just parrot whatever makes them feel good. That's all it is. It's just emotion, what makes you feel good. Hedonism, the anathema of society.
Kara says the problem with far lefties is they only offer complaint with no realistic solutions about everything. No realistic solutions about everything they personally don't like. Basically, Poison Ivy and Batman and Robin. Yeah. They never have an answer to anything. Well, why don't you like this? I don't know.
Because I don't.
Why do you feel that way? I don't know. Because you were told to. Yeah,
where'd you get your information? Oh, my professor and the internet.
My authority figures told me to tell you that.
Yeah, and all these crazy women on TikTok and Twitter.
I keep giving them money, and they tell me to say these things.
Not only that, but a lot of their authority figures are people like Beyonce and stuff. You know what I mean? These are their sources of information. Is where they're getting this stuff.
They're popular, therefore they must be right.
Yeah, they're our idols, our heroes, our gods. We can't disagree with them.
Yeah. As people already said, one thing I learned early on in the service was not to make a complaint unless I could also offer a solution. See, that's and because the thing of it is there are no repercussions for anything nowadays. You know what I mean? That's why people get away with so much. They don't have to worry about getting smacked around. Well, that's true. But in most cases, they don't have to worry about getting a good smack for their stupidity.
Yeah.
It's all about the fees. We can't hurt people's feelings anymore.
A little too much social safety net for all the deadbeats.
Yeah. So meanwhile,
part of me was like, don't bring that article up. But I couldn't even. I had so many thoughts earlier today. It just, I don't know. Sometimes my vision gets clouded with shit like that because I know what they're doing. They're just like, here's one of your heroes. Well, guess what? He wouldn't be like you. You know, you don't
Yeah.
know that.
Mhm.
But so, not to drag everybody down before something really cool, but Superman, okay.
Mhm.
Probably everybody here, to some degree, loves Superman. I mean, how can you not? I
Yeah.
mean, he's like the ultimate Boy Scout, the most wholesome, you know, I think comic book character ever.
Yeah.
How about guys on the panel here? We'll go around. John,
Yeah.
what was your introduction to Superman?
That was George Reeves on cable right after 1972. And because they didn't have any real cable shows at the time, they went into the old movies, the old TV series. And I just love George Reeves as Superman. I can't remember who played Lois Lane and Jimmy Olsen, but they were great too. It was a fun show. And you knew it wasn't reality, but still Superman was a good role model for a little kid, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, Raymond,
And
what was your introduction to Superman?
I'd say probably the old. It's a tie between the George Reeves and the old Filmation Superman cartoons.
Yes.
Saturday morning Superman.
Yes, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Super
that
Friends and all
theme
that.
song. Da-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Mhm.
This is a job. Yeah, that it's a tie between those two.
Yeah.
Very cool. Lenrod, you.
The Fleischer cartoons
Mm.
on Cartoon Network, because they would show them alongside like the Bugs Bunny stuff.
Yeah.
They're all from the same era.
Yeah. And that was
You know,
really
I
different animation style too.
Yeah, it was gorgeous animation.
Oh yeah.
What came first, the Super Friends or the Superman movie, Christopher Reeve? Which one came first?
Super Friends, I believe.
Super Friends.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. So
Yeah.
that was probably because I was going to say the movies really did it, but now you guys mentioned Super Friends. I did love that as a kid.
I think
So
that
that's
was
probably
the first
That
one
was
came out in
after-
'77, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was
Somewhere in
after the Filmation when they started saying, okay, superheroes can't punch on TV.
Mm.
Have a look. See here when the Super Friends originally aired in 1973.
So it
Okay.
came
Yeah.
out before Superman.
so that was probably my introduction because I do remember. Yo, didn't what was his name? Ted Knight? Did he do
Yeah.
the
Yes.
introduction to the?
Yes.
Yeah,
The
It was like
narration to it.
yeah, 'cause
And
they did
he-
like,
Well, back at the
also-
Hall of Justice.
yeah.
He also did the narration in the Filmation cartoon.
I need more hard
Yeah.
drive. I can download the
Yep.
entirety of the Super Friends series off archive.org, but it's 110 gigs.
Wow.
I don't have enough hard drive for this.
Yeah, Kiara says Super Friends was 73. Okay, so that would have been my introduction, technically. But the thing that I definitely remember the most were the movies, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yes, because SP4H says too. Mine would have to be Superman 2 and the Super Friends cartoon. So, no, I definitely saw the first Superman first. But meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice, now I can't do Ted White. But holy smokes. And I not only love, so there are 4 Christopher Reeve Superman movies, technically. And I hate to crap all over 4 because Christopher Reeve directed that one, if I recall correctly. But that's definitely my least favorite. But I do love the other 3. And I say 3. I know a lot of people don't care for Superman 3 because of Richard Pryor and all that. But number 1, I love Richard Pryor and Kylo is back. I love Richard Pryor.
Still
But
need to watch them.
There's just something about that movie. There's a lot of great classic lines and stuff that come out of that too. And Christopher, I'm kind of starting backwards. I wanted to start with the original movie, but while I'm on 3, I'll stick with 3. One of my favorite scenes, or I guess segments even, because it's more than just a scene, but is in Superman 3, when Richard Pryor discovered that kind of mutated piece of kryptonite or whatever it was, it basically essentially turned Superman bad, right?
Yeah.
That whole segment, like just where he's like sitting at the bar, like looking in the mirror, just hating his own guts, like hating the world, and sitting there flicking the nuts at the bottles, smashing the bottles. And when he goes outside and the kid's like, Superman, Superman, you're my hero. And they're like, what are you looking at, kid? You know what I mean? That he was so vicious. And when it culminated with the fight in that junkyard between him and Clark Kent, okay, first of all, that was some pretty good editing for that period of time back in the 80s. Because that was very, to this day, watching it, it's still very believable that Christopher Reeve is fighting himself. And that is one of my, of all the Superman movies, I really love, that is one of my favorite scenes ever, is in Superman 3. So I will always love Superman 3 just for that alone. But going back to the other Superman movies, of course, the first one's a classic, you know. I think I just got to the point where that was one of those things where I grew up where that one was on TV a lot. So I watched that one a little too many times. And I kind of got sick of it. But it is still a great movie. Now, Superman 2, holy smoke, definitely, hands down, my absolute favorite Superman movie. I don't think that one will ever be touched. Not just because of Christopher Reeve, but because of the man, Terence Stamp. And someone else. Out of the three villains in that, okay, Ursa was played by Sarah Douglas. Okay, I don't think that Sarah Douglas gets the haughty acknowledgement that she deserves for the 80s. She's ever mentioned. But there was something spectacular about it. There is something, like, me and my friends when we were young, we talked about something we called the thing. Some women are just drop dead gorgeous. Some women are just sleazy. There's something in the middle there where they're not necessarily the most beautiful woman, but there's something about them that they have this thing that just they appeal to you. That's Sarah Douglas definitely has always, maybe because when I was a little kid, I had a neighbor. She was about my age, but her mom, to me, resembled Sarah Douglas. She had kind of like the Superman 2, that short haircut. And I remember it was this day. I just literally, the pervert in me came out full bore, man. I just sat across the street watching her mom wash her car in a wet T-shirt, you know, and it must have been cold that day. I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm a little biased to Sarah Douglas too, because they kind of look the same to me. But then you look at her, and too, Sarah Douglas was also the queen in Conan the Destroyer, and where she had the long hair and everything, and she was pretty scantily clad, dressed in that too. And she was pretty cool, pretty good looking in there too. So I think Sarah Douglas was a hottie from the 80s. That's another hill I'll die on. But another reason why I like Superman 2, aside of all the great lines and all of that, and the fight scene too, incredible when between all of them. But I always had a love for Niagara Falls. And of course, Niagara Falls is in this. It's like, how can you make Superman better from Little Fett? Oh, throw Niagara Falls in it. Not only was Niagara Falls in it, but the scene where Lois, well, there was a couple scenes in Niagara Falls where she knew that Clark Kent was Superman. She was trying to prove it. But the scene where they're down at the rapids on that like boardwalk, and she jumps into the rapids, and Clark Kent secretly uses his laser eye vision to send a tree limb down to save her. All of that there. You used to be able to go down to that at the gorge, and you used to be able to walk on that boardwalk. And they actually had signs when I was a kid that showed, like, you know, this scene was filmed here. And I would just stand there mesmerized as a little kid, where most people were like, these are like the most wicked rapids in the world. You know, you got Devil's Hole down there, the whirlpool where people have died. But I just stood there looking at them. I'm like, I'm standing where Superman stood. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's how mesmerized I was with the character and that movie. I don't think that you can still do that. I'm not even sure if that's still there at the Falls, that area, but that was very cool. So I'm emotionally attached to that movie on so many levels. Yeah. It will always be my favorite go-to Superman movie. So I'm going to ask each of you guys, Linrod, have you seen the movies?
I've seen the first two so far. I've got the other two on the shelf yet to watch.
Okay, so
I bought that box set like a couple of weeks ago, and I've been slowly getting through it.
Okay. So far, which one kind of floats your boat a little more? Which one you
2
digging?
is definitely better than 1.
I'm not going to argue that.
I watched it. My takeaway is the first movie was entertaining, it was good, but it wasn't that impressed with it. The only thing that really blew me away was just how stinking good Christopher Reeve is as Superman.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm just watching yep, he is Superman. There's no doubt in my mind.
Now, are there behind the scenes or deleted scenes in this box set? Are you aware of?
Yes.
Okay, because in the first Superman, there is a scene where Superman goes to confront Lex Luthor. Remember when he puts the kryptonite on him and everything? He's in Lex Luthor's lair and whatnot.
Yeah.
There's actually a deleted scene where Superman was going in and Lex Luthor had all these booby traps, like machine guns shooting at him. Well, at one point he was lit on fire. It was all cut out, and it's a great scene. I don't know why they cut that out, but
so it would make sense as to why he blew the door open coming in.
Yeah. So if that's on there, check the deleted scenes. If that's on there, man, you'll see what I mean, man. They should have definitely.
There's quite a bit in the box set. It's got the Donner cuts for the movies and stuff in there, as well as the originals.
That's cool too. Nice. That's another thing too, where the Donner cut of Superman 2, which I have, is very good. It's almost like an entirely different movie, but I guess I'm so attached to the theatrical cut. I don't know. It's hard to choose. Right. I mean, they're both good, but something about that class. Yeah, where did I see that? Niagara Falls. Yeah. Slowly I turn, step by step, inch by inch. But yeah. So John, of the movie.
Yes, sir.
Of the movies, which one are you a bigger fan of?
I would say probably the first one, but the 1 and 2 were both great. And that Devil's Hole where that area you were talking about, we walked down there when we visited Niagara Falls. I think it was in the early to mid 70s, and it's just an impressive area. And to think, Christopher Reeve walked where I walked.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
Yeah. I think that's even part of my fascination with Niagara Falls as a little kid, just seeing that and being where Christopher Superman was, because for all intents and purposes, to me, Christopher Reeve is Superman.
Yeah. They could not have picked a better person to play that role. That
and
blew my
also,
mind seeing him.
But I also have to agree with William Shakespeare. Though he says Hackman will always be my favorite Lex Luthor, greatest criminal mind of our time. True, exactly. That's another thing where Gene Hackman gets overlooked too. All of us, we all say Christopher Reeve is Superman. He was a great Lex. Just his voice.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
There was something mesmerizing just about Gene Hackman's voice. So yes, he was the greatest.
And
Lex
you got to
Luthor,
give preps to Ned Beatty. He was,
he was funny. The comic relief. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was funny. Oh, geez, I said comic relief. I'll be calling that Canadian out of the woodworks. KR says, I prefer the Richard Donner cut of Superman 2. At least that version had real stakes and a heavy price Kal-El had to pay to get his powers back. That isn't in Lester's version. Yeah,
that's right. Because he got his powers back, and it's not really explained in the cut that I just watched. I have the extended cut sitting there, just haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, real quick.
But that's another great. Yes,
I want to say hello to Jack Lumen. I didn't see him there earlier. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, I didn't see him either.
Oh, I snuck right in.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, he is. Oh, man, sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
We're here talking about Superman. I didn't even see you in the chat there. It says, yes, oozing sexuality, that woman, but definitely not in a sleazy way. Yeah. Sarah Douglas.
So you're looking at like, my brain is going like, she's not that hot, but holy crap, is she alluring?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, man, where she's like in that restaurant in the beginning, and that dude wants to arm wrestle her and stuff, and he she puts his arm through the table and stuff. I'm like, you could do that to me. It's okay.
Yeah. Like, I'm okay with this.
Let's not forget though, Margot Kidder was a pretty hottie back then too.
Oh, she's a good-looking gal too.
Smoking in those films.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. Hail, Jack Lumen, man. Nice to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says, oh, that's another. Yeah, that's the whole scene where Superman gives up his powers and then gets them back, and he goes back. Whoop, I clicked on the wrong one. And he goes back to get revenge on that guy in the diner.
Yeah,
And
that
he
was
says, "Gee,
satisfying.
that's funny. I've
Mhm.
never seen garbage eat garbage before." And then he sits him on the tray and slides him down the counter, and then he lands in that pinball machine, and that what it was a jackass or something kicking him in the head.
Yeah.
Mechanical cookie. Yeah.
I think I know that pinball game too. I might actually have played that. It looked very familiar to me because I think I might actually have physically seen and played on that very same pinball game at MGC.
No kidding. Well,
I could be wrong. I could be misremembering it, but it looked
awesome.
very, very familiar to me.
You know, SP4H also
Nice.
says, as an aside, the actress they cast as Feora in Man of Steel was a major hottie, and I'm not sure how you say it, Angie Trow, I think. Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, she definitely had. She had the thing. She had
Yeah.
the thing. So yeah, she worked. And I often wondered, now is she supposed to be the same character as Ursa? And if so, why did they change her name? That I'm not sure of.
Maybe the same kind of character. I don't know.
Well, she's like, she hangs out with Zod. Seems to be like she's always at his side. So I mean, I don't know why she's not Ursa. I've watched Man of Steel. Man of Steel's not bad. It took me a little while to warm up to it. Henry was like, the Man of Steel is like the Book of Boba Fett. I can see a good movie with Henry, but apparently we're never going to get it. You know, I think there was a good Superman waiting to come out of Henry, because I got to be honest, the Justice League. Okay, I like DC Comics, but I don't like the Justice League. The only part of the movie that doesn't put me to sleep is where Superman comes back to life and he starts fighting, you know, Batman and Wonder Woman and stuff. That's like the only scene in the whole movie I even like. So there could have been a good Henry Cavill Superman movie, and unfortunately now we're probably never going to get it.
Yeah. He had all the potential. He just didn't have the script.
This orders to go. Tilt. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that too. I like that because after he puts, you know, super strength, you know, he punches the guy and then puts him on the thing, pushes him down the counter, and then of course everybody's looking at him all mesmerized, and he just goes, "I was working out."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody in there's like, so Superman was actually in here earlier. He was faking it.
Gee, I'm sorry for all the
hold on.
damage. Gets money. Oh, I've been working out. Yep, there it is. There's the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great scene.
Be right back.
All right. William says, just for the record, when Superman hit theaters in 1978, it was a huge hit. And us kids went batshit crazy about it. I was about 10. Yeah.
I didn't exist yet, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think I saw it in the theaters. My mind's hazy from way back then. I was a real young and
My
then.
folks probably saw it. My mom probably went and saw it. She likes to rub in the fact that she got to see Star Wars in the theater when it just came out.
Oh, see, that's something I'm jealous of. I wish I could have saw it too, but geez, I would only been like 4. So I probably wouldn't have remembered it anyway.
Yeah. I was -8. I wouldn't come out for a while. In fact, I believe my folks hadn't even met yet.
Wow. Raymond, did I ask you about what's your favorite movie?
Oh, no.
Okay, man, what's your favorite movie?
I'd say 1 and 2.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Well, technically, didn't they film them both at the same time?
I don't know.
I feel
I
like
think
they
they
did
did.
because the first one opened with the villains from the second one right at the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like it set up
So
its
they
sequel in
definitely-
the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure they
'cause they
filmed
went into the Phantom Zone.
because they definitely look the same. They had the same look and feel and everything. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty positive they did. Star Wars in theater in 1977 became a full-on religion. Yeah, I could imagine. I mean, I've almost devoted my life to Star Wars without having seen it originally in the theater. Oh, is Legatus going night nights? He says night.
Lies. Sleep is overrated.
Yeah, I guess we're coming to the end here. I think we pretty much hit on everything. But so good night, brother Legatus. Thanks for hanging in there too. Usually you kind of fizzle out a lot sooner this. So Thanks for sticking around, buddy.
Always good to see you.
Ladies love Chris Reeves, 6'4", etc. His muscles are real. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a very tall fellow.
Well, he did. He bulked up for that movie. I heard.
Perfect
Specifically.
jawline.
Yeah.
Handsome is the word.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
SpongeBob with Squidward being handsome.
Yeah.
I almost forgot. Before we wrap it up, I don't have many Superman things, but I have something that is one of my favorite things on this planet as far as my collectibles go, and that's this.
Oh, yeah.
This is an original.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
This is an original.
Christopher Reeve or?
Christopher Reeve.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
definitely
sir.
Reeve on the
Oh,
front.
nice.
Yeah. This is from back in the day. Matter of fact, it's almost in mint condition for being as old as it is. Yeah, see there, Christopher Reeve, for sure. Margot Kidder.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. And if I remember correctly, yep.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, nice.
Even still has the
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
There's a little rocket ship.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Excuse
Remember
me.
these things from back in the day? Man.
Mm.
I used to have a love-hate relationship with lunchboxes back in the day because they're cool. You know, I have like a Kiss one, and you can get anything cool on them, but man, I hated going to school. It's like they represented school. But now in my old age, I definitely have a love for vintage lunchboxes.
Remember the coolness of the lunchbox, not the uncoolness of school.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
The only thing I liked about school was lunch.
Yeah.
Well, that and band class. I like band.
I didn't
Yeah.
like lunch. I liked going home.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We had an army of little old ladies cooking our food, so we always had good food at lunchtime.
Yep.
Yeah, I think there you can see it. That's definitely Christopher Reeve.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Very cool.
Glad I remembered. I had it sitting here this whole time, and I was like, I almost ended the stream without even showing that thing off.
Yeah.
Classic
Very
merch.
good. Yeah.
Some around
Yes,
here have a copy of Superman 64 for the N64 in all its unplayable glory. It's a terrible, terrible game. To call it a game is too much for it.
Jason Love says Dukes of Hazzard lunchbox. I actually have two of them. I want to do a Dukes of Hazzard show. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to get around like the flag issue. But I actually have the lunchbox with Bo and Luke, and I have the lunchbox with Quay and Vance.
Ah.
I have two Dukes. Yeah. One of these days I'm going to show. I have. Okay, let's see. Hold on a second. I think I have their lunchbox. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go look. I think I have.
Run away.
Yeah, I do.
I don't have lunchboxes because I don't eat lunch.
Ah.
I eat a very large breakfast before I go to work, which is technically at lunchtime.
Ah.
Oh, heck yeah. The Pac-Man. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Made of the metals,
1980s.
so it'll last forever.
Yes.
Yep.
I do have a pretty decent lunchbox collection, and most of them are metal. I even have, from what I understand to be, the last tin lunchbox was the Rambo one. I have that one as well, because that was, I forget what year that was, but that was when they determined that metal's not too good to have your food on. So, but I don't
Probably
have
just because it costs too much to manufacture stamped metal versus plastic.
that probably as well. But that's like I actually have we're gonna have to figure out now, because now I'm thinking Munsters next week. I have a Munsters lunchbox too. That is the only one that I have that has a glass line thermos.
Ooh.
Ah.
It took so long for them to realize, the glass smashes and then kids are drinking glass. You know what I mean? But yeah, so, but yeah,
Yep.
he says, nice,
Very cool.
sweet. Flattening the hills, straightening the curves. KR says, wait, hold on. Hold on.
Oh, for it.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Ah,
It's got the Hasselhoff.
yep.
Yes, sir.
There you go. Awesome.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, I think I have that too. I haven't looked at them in a long time. I forget what all I have. But that was an obsession at one time. I went through these phases, man, where it was like, of course, there's always Star Wars, but of course you need something else too every now and then. I went through like a die-cast car thing, and at one point, like lunchboxes were my life. I don't know. I'm just weird like that.
Nope.
I'm just a TCG addict.
Yeah.
All the trading card game. Cardboard
Yep.
crack.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's square.
Yep.
Very nice.
Is that just a sticker on there, or?
I think it's like a tampo. It's kind. It looks like paint, so it's probably stamped on there.
Okay.
Definitely not a sticker.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool.
Of course, if you write my Atlanta on the other side of it, nobody will know.
David Hasselfrau. Wow. Frau's a woman, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, you never know.
He says that's money right there. Yeah, I think
strange country.
I think almost every lunchbox I have has its. I was a completist. You know what I mean? I went nuts on eBay back in the day. I had to have thermoses. And matter of fact, I was talking about that glass line Munster's thermos. Man, I went to the ends of the earth trying to track one of them down. Matter of fact, the thermos is in better shape than my my lunchbox. But that was the lunchbox that started it, because we used to have a local antique store called Black Diamond Antiques. Yes, Kiss. I guess that's what drew me in.
There you go.
But so I started going in there, and of course I would find Star Wars things on occasion. But they're in the back of the store, locked up in a glass case, was this 1965, I think, Munster's lunchbox. And I always was like, man, I need to find out how much that is, but I'm afraid to look. So I never did, and I procrastinated. That thing was there for probably like a year or so. And somebody finally bought it. And I just got obsessed over that Munster's lunchbox, and that's what started it all. That's why I have all my lunchboxes.
Mm-hmm.
It was the Munsters. It wasn't even Star Wars. It was the Munsters. I had to get this Munsters lunchbox. I missed out on it. That became a whole thing. But
yeah, I'll start somewhere.
Yeah, he's probably right. That's probably silk screen.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I mean, a sticker would have never, especially a 1980s sticker would have never made it through one washing.
Almost 50 years of sitting there.
Yeah.
Well, not the fact that you can still read it after so long is pretty impressive too, because even a silk screen will wear off eventually.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I know since I've had it, it just lives in the box on my shelf.
Yeah.
So that thermos never sees daylight. My house is like a cave, man. So you can see it's like a cave.
Beautiful darkness.
I don't have to worry. Yes, I am covered in darkness.
Fellow dark dwellers.
All right, so yeah, so Raymond was saying both Superman 1 and 2 are his favorites. I mean, yeah, hey, listen, I go through my moods where sometimes I just got to watch the first Superman, just because, first.
Mm-hmm.
But
eventually, I'll watch the Donner cuts. I'm gonna get through the other two first, and then I'm gonna go back and watch the Donner cuts.
I'm curious to see what you think about Superman 3 too, because most people despise that one, but I like that one.
I never saw it.
I just haven't gotten to it yet.
You think it's what, Raymond?
I never saw it.
You never saw Superman 3?
Nah.
Aha, I'm going to win.
Yeah, you certainly are.
Because I'm the one who hasn't seen any of them until recently, and now I'm going to see all of them before you. Haha.
Yeah.
Well, Raymond, if you have no intention of actually sitting down and watching it, at least you owe it to yourself to. I'm sure the clip is on YouTube here somewhere. Look up for, when Superman turns bad, Clark Kent fighting Superman.
Okay.
That's at least worth watching, that clip.
Okay.
So, and KR says you should definitely watch the Donner cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's definitely all about
how much longer it is.
I don't know. I haven't watched it in years, to be honest with you. I should have watched it to brush up on this live stream.
Probably at the 2-hour mark, I bet.
Probably. I don't
The
remember
original,
it being
the theatrical release is like an hour and a half.
yeah, I
as
don't
most
remember it being
theatrical releases
super
are.
long. But all right. I think this
Marlon
was a
Brando's
pretty
in
good
the
one, man.
other cut?
Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah.
Marlon Brando. Yeah, he's Jor-El.
Great one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, Jor-El, man.
Yes, I'll get to all of it. I say I got that box set, and it's got a lot of cool stuff. I'll get through it.
Now, like I said, too, definitely check out the deleted scenes.
Yeah.
That's one of those movies where sometimes it boggles my mind. Like, why did they cut this out? You know?
Yeah.
I say a lot of it's just time constraints. Like they want to get that hour and a half marker. You know, that's a sweet spot, I guess.
Yeah.
KR says it's
Yeah.
like a different movie compared to the Lester version and has some very cool additional footage with Marlon Brando and Christopher Reeve in it. Yeah, it does. Like I said, it is. It's like a different. So it'll be like watching another movie, really. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah. So.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. The Dolphins coming. He come prepared, man. He's gunslinging.
Shameless plug.
He already put his link in
Very
the chat.
shameless. Very
Mhm.
plug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's trying to say that's time, folks. Again,
Show.
that was a pretty good one. I got to be honest. I've been noticing the views were dwindling, and I thought it was me. I'm feeling a little better now hearing Doomcock saying that it's kind of a YouTube thing that they're doing. So maybe and I figured coming into the streaming, I'll see people show up, the thing gets views. I don't know. Maybe I'm not supposed to do this live stream thing, but I think this went pretty well. So maybe we'll do this thing again next week. So with that, as long as the Dolphin link is already in the chat there, Raymond, what you got coming up?
Wednesday comic reviews, Fantastic Four, and Saturday, episode 400.
Awesome.
Can't believe I've done 400 of these things, and a fantastic splash page from you. Thank you very much, my friend.
I showed it to John. I was kind of antsy to show it to somebody, get somebody's opinion. So I showed it to John. I said, "What do you think, man? I should charge Raymond for this one."
Yeah.
That was one of my better ones. That came out pretty good. I did some stuff for Doomcock the other day too that he was kind of impressed with. So you might be seeing some more stuff that way too.
Yeah.
Hold
It's
on.
going to be a good show.
Yep. I think it's going to be awesome.
Yep.
Okay. John.
Yes, sir.
I think I better now. What you got going on? Doing anything with your channel or?
I was going to today, and then I found that antique store. So I'm going to try again tomorrow and just get down to Nicholson and see a little of the Bridge Day or the celebration of what's going on down there. And a little more context on the Nicholson Bridge. A few different views. Give you an idea of the smashing size of that bridge because it's huge. And I got my measurement wrong in the video I did on it already. It's not a quarter mile long, it's a half mile long.
Holy cow. Like quarter mile is massive enough, but a half mile?
Yeah. Could you imagine you can do drag racing on that bridge if there wasn't tracks on it and if you could get the insurance. But I'm going to try and get more down on the channel. It's been a weird week in many ways. But see what happens with that and just continue working on my tools, restoring as much
and
as
killing snakes. So hopefully you get them before they get you.
Yeah. You know, I'm not a fan of the slithery D.
Not a fan either.
You know.
All right, man. Very cool. Lenrod, anything going on?
Well, other than slowly, deflating from the bee stings, I got a couple more songs I need to finish up on, and still working on my fancy Game Boy project.
Cool.
Very cool.
Kind of been on the back burner, haven't been sleeping much, and I've just been no will to do anything for a while.
Yeah, I feel you. I get there myself. A matter of fact, I was like I was saying earlier, I was like that all week, man. I was like a slug. I knew I had to put a video out and a short and this and that, and I don't know. Then Friday, Mark Hamill said something stupid again, so of course that inspires me. And I don't know, today I was just working at it, man, all afternoon. I got a video just about done. I have a short done, so that stuff will be coming. I went from Lenrod plugging himself to me plugging myself suddenly. See that? I'm becoming a real YouTuber. I'm promoting myself.
Well, it is your channel, and I don't even have a channel, so I got nothing to plug. Like, this is just what I'm working on. Nobody's ever going to hear or see it, but it's what I'm working on.
Yeah.
Well,
I
shout out
I want to hear the songs.
Absolutely. Yeah. Something you should do in the future. You know, once everything's copyrighted and all ready to go and stuff like that. Definitely show them off on YouTube.
Yeah, I should just get them copyrighted. Then I could put them out, and YouTube can't shaft me because I'm the legal owner of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But then again, I've never read YouTube's EULA for actually posting anything. I imagine there's probably something in there that'll get you.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably.
Well, give Rick Beato a call.
Hey, he'd probably know a thing or two.
Oh my God!
He's been in the industry for an awful long time.
Well, if anybody knows about copyright strikes from YouTube, it's him.
Yeah,
he's been getting killed lately with it.
Like, you run a music channel, and you're going to get a bunch of music that's owned by some company somewhere.
Yeah, or Don Henley.
And some things are like stricter than others. Like, man, I know it's like, I guess with Ghost being so big right now, you even like a smidgen, like a note of a Ghost song, and you're like, boom, you're like blocked all over the world globally.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Well, they're probably under Universal Music because they're the ones who've been really bastards lately. Sorry.
Possibly, yeah. I don't know what label they're on right now. They've changed labels a couple of times.
Yeah.
Because their first album's on a totally different label from all the other records. Their second one was a different label, and I think the third one was a different label.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, I just want to say, KR Companion said, I have a YouTube channel, but it's mostly just an archive of my digital artwork. That's great, though. Yeah, definitely. You gotta shoot me a link or something, and I'll put it in my favorites and stuff, and so I can shout you out there from time to time. That's nothing wrong. Listen, everybody's stuff is an archive of past work at some point. You know what I mean? So definitely, you should show that off. Be proud of that. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Going to run through these here real quick. It's definitely Fett's fault. What was? Man, everybody always says that. Causing all this ruckus about lunchboxes and such. Yeah. Well, see, I care about the important things in life. Some people care about, owning mansions and buying Lamborghinis, and I'm content with a lunchbox and a X-Wing. You know what I mean? Of course, a real X-Wing would be even better, but anyhow.
Wow.
Jason Love says, live long and prosper, everyone. So long, and thanks for all the fish, TARDIS, and dematerializing. Thank you for being here, buddy. Much appreciated. Part of the family here. Part of the Fett family. Kara says, my room is 85 degrees, man. Holy smokes. I just so happened to catch your post on X. That's how I found this place while it was live. You see, I got to do that more often. That's one of my biggest faults, too. I've just recently, the last couple of weeks or so, started putting it out. And like tonight, I actually, 10 minutes before the stream, I'm like, maybe I'll retweet that. So I don't know. There's still that me, like I've always said, right till I hit go live. I'm always like, I'm not doing this. Okay, well, no, I'm not. No, it's a struggle right up until I hit go live. So, in the back of my mind, I guess it's like if I tweet it out, people are going to show up, and then I'm like, nobody showed up. So I'm like my own worst enemy. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know. Something cool happens, and I'm like, I wish everybody saw that. But then I make an ass out of myself most of the time. I'm like, I hope nobody saw that. So anyway. Yeah, self-promotion is something I got to hit harder. William says your first night here. Anyway, welcome. Absolutely. You guys are always welcome here, you know that. I think I've been here I think he was. I think he was here before. Because even when you go back to my first stream, that one there, even Doomcock showed up in the chat on that one. That was one for the books, man. That was a rough night, but like I said, that one there, somebody close to me calls that my therapy session. I needed my friends. You guys showed up in full force, and I will never forget that. That's one of the things that gets me doing this every week. So I think back to that first stream, and I'm like, I can't let my friends down. They were there for me. So,
Yeah.
thank you guys.
Oh, and William Shakespeare put in KR Companion's link.
Oh, absolutely. There it is. Thank
Yeah,
man,
there it
William
is.
Shakespeare, man. Holy smokes. You know
I was
what?
just looking for it and I couldn't find it.
No, he's not even
Yeah.
a ranch. Oh, yeah, he is. Okay. Okay, you got the blue
Yeah.
on there. That doesn't show up on Restream.
Okay, it's one word. That's why it didn't show up when I searched.
Okay. There he is, man. Everybody, go check out his because let me tell you something. I've seen some of his like old posters and stuff, like Spaceballs and Knight Rider and stuff like that. Definitely, man. He's more of an artist than me. Like I just do stuff. He's an artist. So go check out his stuff. And thank you, William Shakespeare, man. You're rocking. So yeah, where's that Carla Burton? Where's that Carla Burton when you need her? I forgot, man. She wasn't here.
Yeah. She's clearly enjoying the daylight on her side of the planet.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's
I'm
true.
like-
You can't blame her for that, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Wade is here again. I'm
Yeah.
used to barely any chatter. Yeah, me too. You're talking about the chat? Well, after last week, like I said, nobody was here last week. But
Yeah.
Gunn and I had a really good one-on-one, so that was cool too. That was like a cool
Yeah.
thing too. So
That was fun.
that might have been the one he showed up for. Yeah, there was a lot of people there at that one.
Yeah.
Finally hit 1,800 subs for legit this time. Congratulations, man.
Good
Very
stuff.
Cool.
I know you're always gaming and stuff, man. So well deserved. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's before he says full fed force.
Yes.
Fed is always fun. I try to be. I'm hoping to one day not be so political. I get mad at myself every time I do it because I always want to be the fun guy. I want you guys to think you see the FET logo and think, oh, that's the fun channel. So
Yeah.
I want to knock all this nonsense off. And
We'll get
agreed.
there.
Agreed. He says we missed Carla tonight. I agree. I have something because a couple of weeks ago something occurred and I can't remember what it was. I'm hoping my computer's going to let me share my screen because I clicked it and nothing popped up. Way to kill. Way to be a buzzkill. Well, it's probably not Restream. It's my computer. I've had a bazillion tabs open here for 3 hours now. So
Pushing it to the limit.
yeah, I am really pushing it to the limit because now I can't even scroll. I'm really. So the setup is ruined. But
Yeah.
a couple of weeks ago, something happened, and I said, "Man, we need like a Carla Burton bat symbol."
Mm-hmm.
So here it is. I hope. There it is, man. We're putting the call out, Carla. need
I
you.
love it.
Where's that Carla?
That's nice.
Yeah.
Solid.
Sweet.
All right.
She'll
There you are,
love
Carla.
that.
We was thinking about you tonight.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna take off.
It's not that
Yeah.
late.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're wrapping it up. We're wrapping it up.
All right. You guys take care. See you next week.
You too.
Yes,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Have a great one, Raymond.
Yep.
We'll see you.
I got an
on
interesting
session day.
dilemma here. Oh, okay.
What?
I couldn't figure out how to take that down. Okay,
Yeah.
they changed it on me. Something
Uh-oh.
changed in the meantime. So, all right, yeah, all right. You take care. And Sandra, if you're still here in the background, hail Queen Dolphin. You two have a good night. All I'm gonna do is pop up the movie of the week and hit the thing, and we're out of here. So,
Yep.
Raymond, Sandra, have a good night. Thanks again for being here.
Yep.
Yep.
Always a good time.
Kind of kooky things. Oh, okay. Canadian Spider-Man is back. We do miss Carla, of course, man. We always miss Carla. But I threw the bat signal out, so somewhere. Well, that's Spider-Man. I was going to say somewhere Carla's Spidey senses are tingling.
Well, maybe
But,
she has those too.
Maybe. She. That's before it says, "Take care, Raymond." Try and hit everybody before I miss anybody. I have tremendous respect for people who are genuine, love pop culture, and fellow artists. Fit for Hire is just a trifecta of awesome like that. Oh, thanks, man. You know what? This dude, I'm telling John, here's a reason right here. Like I'm always trying to talk you into coming on Twitter.
Yeah.
everybody thinks that it's just a cesspool, and it is to an extent, but there are some genuinely good people on there, and this is one of them. Just to see the stuff that he's always going at it with people and stuff like that. You get a kick out of it just to come over and watch some of his shenanigans and antics, man. Definitely worth it. So, Care Companion, you are fucking awesome. I'm sorry, that one required the F word, but you are fucking awesome, dude. And thank you for being my brother. Appreciate it. Hail Xanadu.
Yeah.
Okay. I accidentally clicked show and then hide at the same time. And I did it again. Someday we'll get Miskatonic Man says good night, folks. And good night to you, brother. Thank you for being. Listen, all you guys have been such a, I want to say, part of my family. Because you really have. Matter of fact, I've been talking to some of you guys more on their Friday Night Frolics chat than some of my actual family members. So you guys are awesome. So when I say that you guys aren't subscribers, you are my friends, it's become a tagline, but it still doesn't mean that it's not true, because it absolutely is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
William Shakespeare says, night, y'alls. SP48 says, take care, everyone. Canadian Spider-Man was saying good night to Raymond. Don't forget the Queen. Wherever this king is, there
That's
goes
right.
the Queen as well. So, with that, the movie of the week, this week, for a little sneak peek, and I did not intend for that to rhyme. There we go. This week is Mars Attacks. Man, I wish I could be there. I like that movie.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
You know, something funny happened. I bought Mars Attacks years ago. I can't even tell you how long ago. Matter of fact, I think the case was one of them cardboard cases that had the plastic click, you know, to open it on the end. I think that's how long ago I think I bought this.
Oh, wow.
And I haven't watched it in all these years. And it was maybe a year ago when I thought, Mars Attacks, I'll put this out and watch it. So I put it in. The damn disc had no audio.
What?
Yeah, there was no audio on the disc. So all these years I thought I had Mars Attacks, and I didn't. But fortunately, not that long ago, I was looking in the Walmart cheap bin up there for something for somebody, and they had it. So I bought another copy. Now, I haven't checked it since. I'm still going on speculation that the thing has audio, but I think I have, because I own 2 copies now of Mars Attacks. So hopefully one of them is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it is a classic, man. I definitely love that. SP4 says, yep. I'll tell you what, going back to Niagara Falls, they have a museum, or they did. I don't know if it's still there, but they had a museum up there of aliens. And right out the front, and in the front windows, they had the alien from Alien. You know, they did a xenomorph. But they had one of these too. You know, the Yak-Ak. I don't remember the actual name. My son, when he was small, was more terrified of the thing from Mars Attacks than even the alien from Alien. So I thought that was funny.
Wow.
But yeah,
They look like more like mutant humans in a way, like they're skeletons with a brain case.
yeah, with the brain on the outside. Yeah. William says Karla. We're putting out Carla. If your spidey senses are tingling, it's because we were all thinking about you. We all love you, and we all miss you, and we hope you're safe and having a good time tonight. Yeah, so we're definitely thinking about you. Hail everyone, rock stars, a lot of you. Only in my dreams, man. Only in my dreams. Good times, noodle salad. All right. So that's the movie of the week. Awesome. And I guess that's the stream for this week. See, now there's another thing. Look, here's another kooky restream thing. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I had my background set as the stars. I go with my Fet for Hire star background thing. Now I put up a picture and look, now we're back to the purple.
Yeah.
Like, restream, why do you do these things? I picked the star background, not the purple one. Anyway, we're on the way out. So I guess it's not a big deal. Canadian Spider-Man says, haha. Oh, and hold on, something else just popped up. Again, I get the chats on YouTube much sooner. Wait, so I already okay, now it just finally came up on Restream. That's the delay. Canadian Spider-Man says, Jill sent me 2 small action figures from Mars Attacks. Disintegration Ray was included. Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Oh, wow.
I don't think I have anything. That would be cool, though, to have. Because I remember when I was a little kid, I fully intended, little secret, I loved the Smurfs, okay? I still have a soft spot for the original Peo Smurfs. You know what I mean? The cartoon classic. Not this new crap they're pumping out.
Yeah.
But I did love the Smurfs, and I always intended on starting like a little Smurf. They had those little rubber I don't know, maybe 3-inch high Smurfs.
Mhm.
Only ever got one, and it was the Space Smurf, and he had the plastic helmet.
Yeah.
And so that would be really cool to have like one of those things with the clear helmets. I don't know why my mind just went to Smurfs right away, but that's how my mind works. But anyway, I'm saying stupid things because I'm getting tired. But oh, by the way, good night, brother Canadian Spider-Man. Again, thank you so much for one of these days. I got to pop in on your channel. The thing of it is our time zones are so different. I see him.
Yeah.
I see that he's live streaming, but I'm usually on my break at work or something. We're driving home when I get the notification, and until I get home, I'm just like, sometimes I'm shot. I go to bed. But one of these, because he was here, we did. For anyone that missed it, unfortunately, when Ozzy Osbourne died, we did a impromptu. I like to call them last minute live streams. We did a last minute one in tribute to the great Ozzy Osbourne, and Canadian Spider-Man and Jedi Master 2022 was there. So y'all can go back. Like I was saying earlier,
I
man.
remember that.
Yeah.
I was at work.
Yep.
Yeah, that sucks, but that would have been cool if you would have been there because I know you'd have.
Oh yeah.
So fortunately, I was running a CNC machine, so I could actually chime in the chat at least.
Yeah. But like I was saying earlier, man, all you guys, man, your favorite YouTubers, don't forget you can go on their page or whatever you want to call it, their channel, and find the tabs that say videos, shorts, and go to the live one. Click on that there, and all the old live streams are there, you know. So even if you've watched them before, there's many times I'll watch an old Doomcock one just because, you know.
Yeah.
Especially it's cool when you can bring up the old live chat. Obviously, you can't contribute. But just watching your friends talking and stuff. Yeah, you catch stuff you missed or something like that. And
Yeah.
so anyway, I guess that's all I have to say for this week. But oh, by the way, rocking the Superman shirt just in case it used to be one of my favorites. Yeah,
Awesome.
Used to have my old truck, man. I used to have the Superman S on there too. Anyhow, I guess you know what I'm gonna say. I already kind of said it earlier. You guys are not subscribers. You're my friends, and I love every freaking one of you. I really do. I really do. And I cannot believe to this day, I'm noticing too, my ticker's gone.
Yeah.
You noticing my ticker's gone? The chat's gone. I'm just noticing all this. Like seriously, restream. Rethink your thing. I mean, I didn't click undo settings. I just took down the picture. Anyway. So sorry, I apologize. Let me go back and start this over. I honestly do. I'm so glad that I met you people. What do you mean, you people? You know what I mean. I'm so glad to know you guys. Every one of you. You guys here. You guys in the chat. You guys in the chat on Doomcock's channel. We all owe so much to that guy for bringing us all together. Coolest community I've ever been a part of in my life, and I hope that none of us ever go anywhere.
Yeah.
So, with
Unless
that,
it's just a vacation.
Yes, let's just a vacation. Which again, probably 2 weeks. I may not be here. I'll see if I can work something out. But so, you know what you got to do. You got to take care of yourself. Take care of each other. And why take it easy when you can take it? Lenrod, you do it this time. You can take it.
Take it sleazy.
Alright! I got a little story for you.
Yeah.
About this girl I knew.
Okay.
I think you like
Night.